force of your bond. A power like light itself, unseen for generations. A Dyad in the force.
Oh. it's that guy. Oh, I love starting our streams with that guy. We haven't seen him in a long time. Welcome everyone
it's good to see he's still doing well,
and my camera is. See, this is what happens when we skip a week. I'm not prepared.
But how's everyone in the chat doing? Did you miss us? How was your guys' week? Were you lost without us? I certainly hope so. We had a good time, but that's the majority of what we'll be talking about.
Yes, welcome back to another episode of Dyad in the Force, episode 281. We're back from Rebel Scum Con of the last week, and we're back with you guys to hang out, talk about everything we we experienced. And we also have D23 happening right now, so we may interrupt at any moment to react live to the announcements of anything, really.
To some X-Men news.
Yeah. I also have Ninth Jedi here on the dais, but that's not true.
Yeah, so don't worry, Geek of All Trades. I haven't been able to start it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. This week's episode obviously is as the title suggests, is just a recap of our experiences, what we went through. And we are joined by very special guests. And I don't see one of them, but we're going to bring in our first two guests. Very, very respected and longtime community members.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Justin and Brooke. You guys are in. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. How about you guys?
Scrambling to catch up and get back into the swing of things.
Yeah. After that crazy weekend, must be tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a job where the stuff I need to do doesn't go away. So you take a few days off and you're like, that was relaxing. Now I have to do all of those days worth of work. And a lot of it is dealing with and coordinating with other humans, which is just aces.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Brooke?
Brooke, can you not hear? Wait.
Is she mad at me?
No, I'm unsure if she can hear. She looks dumbfounded. I can physically go into her room and make sure she can hear. It's just a moment.
Oh.
All right, while you go do that, we will also welcome another guest and a new connection that we made in Rebel Scum Con.
Hey!
I can't hear.
You said your audio.
I did.
Cameron, can you hear us? You are muted.
There we go.
Welcome.
I can't hear you. How's it going?
We're doing great. So, I mean, can you or can you not hear us?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay, cool.
I fixed it. The setting I didn't pick. It defaulted to the wrong one. I apologize.
Oh, and Brooke, your noise gate is clipping you in and out, so I didn't hear what you just said.
Is there any way to up the sensitivity on that?
Check here. I can disable things. Can you say something?
Hello?
Okay, it's a little better. What about now?
We're back.
Can you hear me now?
Hello.
Sounds good to me, no?
Yeah.
Apologies for that. I did not realize it had an auto deset set, and I did not check to see which thing it was supposed to be set to. So it's on my headphones now. Thank goodness.
Awesome. Okay, so you could have heard us.
I could have, but I was not. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine now.
So we welcome you all to the show, Dyad in the Force. Justin and Brooke, longtime community members. Cameron, we met during the weekend.
We did.
Actually, the first time we met was on day 0, where Nemo kind of put you on
Yes.
blast. He was like, "Hey, talk to them." How you doing?
Nemo's good at that, but that's okay. I'm good. I'm still very tired. Am I supposed to be hearing music right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it too aggressive for you right now?
Maybe a little, but that's okay.
Okay. All right.
Oh no, there we go.
That's better.
I lowered.
I'm good. I'm still catching up on my sleep. I'm still not 100% done unpacking yet, which is strange. But we're figuring it out.
I mean, that's the introvert's life, where
Yeah.
I would love to curl up in a ball to recharge, to go full armadillo. Unfortunately,
Yes.
I have not been able to do so, and I won't be able to this weekend either. Maybe Sunday.
Yeah, I feel like we're all still decompressing, collecting ourselves. But I also like to put an emphasis on reminiscing. And that's why we're here, to remember what we
Yes.
experienced. Justin and Brooke, how you guys been doing since Rebel Scum Con?
Doing
Brookie.
pretty good. I've been able to recoup from the con stuff, so I'm sorry to the rest of you, but
We may or may not have not been at the con Sunday afternoon and just napped. that
mean,
did wind up happening.
I
That
may
was
or may
an
not
option.
have also done that. Well, so Pep decided that we were going to go out to eat with later that Sunday, and I was like, I can't do the full day and people, so I'm gonna head back and recoup a little bit.
That's happened in the
I
past.
smell profit.
I'd what this will go
Oh, yeah.
towards. Maybe CLA?
I'd wick what this will go towards. I like how this H4T was like. Thank you. A shout out to Harith in the chat. Thank you for the $2 ramen drop. What'll this go towards?
Yeah.
Celebration LA. What's next for us?
I mean, I think Celebration is the next thing that we'll be doing, and it's listen, every little bit is super appreciated. Shout out to Podwan's podcast. They cover a lot of nerd stuff. I have not dove into at all the latest season of Game of Thrones. What's it called? With Rhaenyra?
House of the Dragon.
Yeah, Hot D. I haven't had Hot D
Jesus.
version 3,
Phrasing.
but definitely check them out for coverage. We also got to hang out with Ryan PW, who
Shout out to the
he
chat.
was a lot taller
Yeah.
than I thought he was gonna be.
Oh yeah,
Me too.
Ryan PW reminded me of Gumby. For no particular visual reason. It's well, actually, it is visual. A lot taller than I expected. But let's see. I think we have our first confirmation coming out of D23, and I don't want to shift the conversation to D23, but I do want to share it with the chat. We have a release
You got a date.
for Ahsoka
Yeah.
season 2.
Oh.
Ooh.
It's coming in January 2027. I was about to say 2029. I don't know where
oh, I can't wait that long.
So we don't have that much that much longer to wait. It's just another 5 months now. 4?
Yeah, which is honestly great news, and I know we love having the announcements of when things are coming out so we can plan for them. But I'm so happy that they have been holding off on announcing dates. I would much rather them not give us a date than give us it and have to move it a whole bunch.
That's true.
And so
That's fair.
feels like we're getting a date at a point where they've already finished shooting and they're doing their visual effects or whatever they need to, and they feel confident we can be wrapped up by this time, meaning that hopefully it's not rushed and we get the full vision of what they want to do. Whether that vision's good, we'll have to wait and see, but I want, that's how I feel about art in general. Put your whole foot in it, so we can experience that.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't seen anything though, right? About it. Would have been nice to like get a small trailer with that date, but
We've
just the
gotten a
date's
couple
fine.
of like screenshots. I think I know we know what Ezra looks like in season 2 of Ahsoka, but
Oh yeah,
Handsome.
because the hair, yeah.
yeah,
The
maybe
hair.
he doesn't have the
have-
beard anymore.
We do
Yeah,
have a couple
yeah.
of photos. I don't have them on hand, but we do have a couple of photos from the D23 booth that has like the costumes. They have the Clone Wars Anakin winter coat and the Ahsoka winter coat. I think it was the red one that she wore onto. I forget where they went, where Bo-Katan smacked Ahsoka.
One of the most out of pocket things that's ever happened in Star Wars.
So, I mean, seemingly, without confirmation, that seems to be a confirmation that we're going to get flashbacks, Clone Wars flashbacks yet again, with Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Ahsoka. The younger Ahsoka. So Ariana Greenblatt will be in season 2 with us.
Nice.
All right, back to Rebel Scum Con. So
Also, side note, good friend of the channel, Sawyerism, actually just got engaged. So congratulations. Us saying this made me log into Twitter, which I hate, but that's good news.
Me too.
hey, sometimes we have to go back there. I whenever I'm searching for old photos, I have to log into Facebook. Which is odd feeling. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to the monsters. We'll start with Cub Cause. This Justin, whoever that is. Spooky Kitty, Harith, Geek of All Trades, Return of the Craig, Ryan PW, whoever that is. And Nemo in the chat. KG is in the chat. Y'all are always rocking with us. We appreciate you guys. So we got interviewed by... I got interviewed by Cameron, Limitless Nerd, over there on the last day. Seemingly like rush hour of content for you.
Yeah, that's more or less what it was. Yeah.
But no one got to ask you the questions back. So how did it feel, first of all, to just be at Rebel Scum Con? And then afterwards, what was your highlights for the weekend?
Yeah, I mean, this is the third Rebel Scum Con. I've been at all three of them. Living, local to the Dallas area, and I've known those guys for way longer than the show's been around. It was great. I mean, last year was really where the whole content thing for me started. So getting into that realm of it, I made so many friends last year. So going back this year and just getting to see everybody again, and then see people that I've met online since then, and meet new people, and it was just, I mean, it feels like Star Wars summer camp. I don't know how else to describe it, but that seems to be what the description that fits best. So it was great. I mean, I was definitely doing some rush hour content. I filmed nothing up until about 4:30 on Sunday and felt like a terrible creator, so I had to figure out something to do. I mean, I just kind of ran around and grabbed everybody that I could find and asked them how their weekends were. And we managed to squeeze one 20-minute YouTube video out of it, and
Nice.
that's all we got, and we're
Well,
okay with that.
I mean, we've been known to do some rush hour content ourselves, but it's a little bit different.
I felt a lot better about it.
We would
this
love to see
weekend.
that, right, Lee?
Tread softly.
That just means you
You're gonna
enjoyed
be in Rush Hour
yourself.
3.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
Brooke.
yeah. I mean, like, I had more that I was gonna do, and then when I got there and started seeing everybody and catching up and meeting new people and really just enjoying the moment with all the people, everything else just kind of went out the window. Which I guess means I have good priorities.
Well, I mean,
You
that's
know what, though?
something. Well, just like Choco said, that's something that we experience because we've been doing this since 2020, and we've been to celebrations, Comic Cons, and just like Brooke said, there's a delicate balance you have to strike between like enjoying yourself and enjoying your company and being present, and then turning on creator mode and being like, wait, we can like make something out of this.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then there's also the other side of like sometimes we want to just hang out with each other too, and not be in that mode. And so it's nice to hang out, get to know you as a person and stuff. And then once that part starts, our connection is just that much more natural. But speaking of your content, for one, I would love for you to do a full shout out of your channel, what you do, and all that stuff. And two, last year at RoboScumCon, you sat in a panel with a bunch of creators on screen in front of you explaining what they did and how people can get into it. And then this year, you were on that panel. What the hell? What was that like?
I mean, truly, like, what the hell? Like, right? And I mean, I said it on that panel, and, going from sitting in the audience of that panel, watching a bunch of people that I've watched for I don't know how long, to being able to call all those people friends and sit up there with them in a year's time. Somebody asked in the panel, do you ever feel imposter syndrome? And I was like, yes, literally right now, as I'm sitting here and you're asking that question.
People. I asked that.
Did you ask that? That's fantastic.
Because we all feel it, and I knew it was something that is important to understand for anyone who's trying to get into creation.
As far as being on the panel, I can't take credit for that. That is entirely Gabe from Gabe's Empire. That is entirely his doing. Yeah, shout out to Gabe. I owe Gabe way more than he knows. But he reached out to me and asked if I wanted to be a part of it, to which I said, obviously, why on earth would I possibly say no? And it felt very full circle, but I was also very nervous about it. I was very concerned that, people would be like, hey, who's that guy sitting in the middle of the table? Nobody knows him.
I don't think
which is but that's the imposter thing. It's definitely because I was up there with Star Wars Explained and Gabe and Carly and so many and I wanted to not misunderstand what that opportunity was. I told myself that this is not a I made it moment. This is I need to put my foot on the gas to match the opportunity I've been given, kind of thing. So it was I'll be very interested to watch it back, because I kind of blacked out during that entire panel, so I remember more or less nothing. I don't remember much from it, so I'll be very interested to watch it back. But
I think you nodded a bunch of times.
Yeah, I'm sure I did. Because that's what I do when I have nothing to say. But yeah, it was a nerve-wracking experience. It was an emotional experience. It was a full circle experience. But yeah, I take absolutely no credit for that. That is 100% Rebel ScumCon and Gabe's Empire.
Yeah,
So
shout out to
yeah.
Gabe. I remember getting there on day one and running into Gabe too, and he was like to me and Choco, "You guys are here? Oh, we should have gotten you guys too." And I was like, I mean, I suppose it's hard. It's hard to kind of like, and this is a problem that or an issue that a lot of creators run into when doing this type of stuff. Like, you try to make the rounds, and someone's going to be, like every time like I do shout outs to anybody, there's usually someone that I'm forgetting, but I acknowledge them so much. Which I also want to give a shout out to our good friend codename Fulcrum Nick, who was gracious enough to actually give us some credit for why he was at the table. And I honestly, like, imposter syndrome coming in, I honestly would never take any credit for anybody. Like, he said that we took him under our wing, but all we did from the start was just kind of welcomed people and like talked to them as they started making content and just made friends with everyone. So it usually goes with the saying, the rising tide lifts all boats. And so shout out to that whole table. And that was amazing.
Yeah. One of the cool things that they added this year was sections where you could do tabletop gaming as well as play sabacc. And we have a couple of sabacc experts here. How was that?
Oh, that was there last year. I don't know the first year. We didn't go to the first year, but for sure, the sabacc group, which apparently is a group, and I don't know who can share links in the chat, but I'd love to. Like, they have a website. I think it's sabaccharity.com or sabaccforcharity.com. I'm going to check my notes. Yeah. Did I take notes? Yes, I did. www.sabaccforcharity.com. They're apparently a group down in the Florida area. They came all the way and you can host tournaments for charity. But they also had a booth,
right?
And they sell
what I posted.
Yeah.
Okay,
I believe so. Yeah, and they not only had a booth where you could buy some decks and fake credits, which I do have. We got those last year. I have those right here actually. Like fake Imperial credits, fake Republic credits that you could bet with. But right outside all of the vendors, they had like this whole like setup that made it feel like a cantina, and there was stuff draped, the circle tables, and everyone dealing the tables was in like, Batu bounding faux cosplay, and everybody was kind of like in character, and you could play sabacc. They gave you the credits, and you could bet and do it in character too. Somebody from last year, and I wish I had gotten his name, and I saw him this year just sitting at the table like a shark in old Luke cosplay, the white robes, and he had the beard going on, and he was like sitting there sharking that table, and I was like, I need to know this guy's story. But if you see him, he's probably gonna be there next year. I don't know. And and it's very cool, and apparently you can set up your own tournaments for charity. It's a 901C's the word, yeah. And also learn the game. You can apparently play it Corellian style is the one that's in Outlaws, right? Is it Corellian style?
I can't remember what they.
Yeah.
I thought it was Spike.
Spike is what we played, which is another version that's from somewhere where you roll the dice between every round, and if it matches, you roll 2 chance cubes, and if it matches you, everybody gets new cards.
Oh, are you talking about in Outlaws?
Yeah.
I believe that was Corellian or Kessel.
Or you can, of course, the Legends way that kind of sucks, where that was in vain.
You move your cards into the distortion field or whatever. And,
and then the flip, the red or green on which values you're going to use. You're trying to get to 21 instead of close to 0, like in Outlaws. But you can play it that way if you want.
I like the Outlaws version.
Mm-hmm. And we have a deck from last year. Lovely little, and it comes with the chance cubes. Let's see what this is.
Is that a Mythosaur face?
I think no. Is it? No, not on the front. No. And of course, also in the corner, and this actually you didn't have to have con passes to go to. That's why it was in like the hotel zone.
Yes, Malik, it was there.
A lovely local store called Zenith TCG kind of sponsored a tabletop zone where on Saturday they were even running the TTRPG. I forgot what the TTRPG is called for Star Wars. But they also were playing, of course, the card game, the TCG, Star Wars Unlimited. Brooke and I did a little bit of that on Sunday. Fantastic. The tournament like went smooth, and the community was so like everyone was so nice. There were even like two like what were they like 8, 9, 10-year-olds.
Oh yeah, there was a couple of kids there as well.
They kicked our butts. Spoiler alert. And then their dads were there also playing the game, doing it with their kids, both of them enjoying it. And like that community, like that's was just crazy. And they had all these fun prizes that you could win. Like as you participate, you got tokens. They had signed. Apparently in this new set, the Cad Bane card is really, really good. And they had a bunch of them signed by, because the guy that played him live action was there. I forgot his name. I feel bad. And he even like walked through and shook some of our hands while we were playing
shook
cards.
Everyone's hand.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And of course the war game, someone was painting minis and like would let you join in if you wanted.
Cal would enjoy that.
Yeah, yeah. And again, I didn't know this, but when I reread the pamphlet, don't need con access for that. That's why it was in the hotel zone. You don't need the badge. You could have just showed up on Friday, Saturday, Sunday and participated in one of those tournaments or learned the game. That's where last year, that's where Brooke and I learned the TCG. The guy was so friendly, gave us the card, and then he was like, you guys can keep the cards too, if you want. He gave us like some starter decks. It was great.
So, you guys and Cameron are both local.
We had to drive a little bit, but
yeah, we drove.
We didn't have to fly.
Hours.
We didn't have to fly like you guys, but we're in that southeast zone. Stayed at hotel, of course. That area very nice. Hotels all around, and then there was that big old mall where we had the after party at the Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
I will not apologize for the pad.
Oh no, this is a pet friendly zone.
Oh yeah, mine pop up here all the time.
Speaking of, same question to you guys, Brooke in particular. Like, you guys have been there 2 years now, last year and this year.
Yeah, we went last year and this year.
What was your guys' highlights this year, and like, was there any differences that you could point to that was like maybe for the better or that made it a little bit more special this time around?
Not a lot with how the con itself was run was changed from what I noticed. We just did a little bit more because we were just kind of there to like hang out. We didn't really, like last year we didn't really do any panels or anything. I mostly like to go to cons for like the Orist Alley, and I was able to pick up some cool pins this year, but like the highlight was just, like getting to hang out with you guys and getting to like sit down and feel kind of immersed with that sabacc. And then even though I only won like one match out of several on that sealed draft, it was still a good time to just be around other Star Wars fans, especially fans that didn't suck. So
yeah. And that was the thing that kept being hammered in, like the more I talked to people, and I think it's an official stop for the Dyad community. I feel like I can definitively say that, because it's a Star Wars convention made by Star Wars fans who actually like Star Wars, and you feel it all throughout. It's woven into the tapestry of what it is.
I do see a comment from Cub Costa said, when you guys were talking about decks, he said you could buy dicks. It's like, no, that's just your accent there. You can only buy dicks with dollary dues.
Tick, Ricka, tick. Play some dicks. That's probably
speaking of. I do want to just give you guys your flowers, because you guys have been part of the community and our friends for a long time, and this was actually our first time meeting, and Yeah, I mean, it's just we were able to hang out for a long period of time, and like, and I know everybody has their plans when they go to these cons. They have the things that they want to do, and so I always appreciate when people take the time out to hang out and sponsor a dinner. And I'm gonna, give you guys your flowers and thank you once again for that.
I realized you said you started in 2020, so I've been around since the beginning then. Because I remember, I have very vivid memories.
Oh, yeah.
that you turned me around on Rise of Skywalker. I was kind of bitter and had
which is funny because I'm still bitter about it.
Yeah, but we went. I think it was about like the Sith Eternal specifically. I was like, it doesn't make any sense, and we were back and forth in the comments, and your arguments were solid, and I just realized I'm being mad, And then I rewatched the movie, and I'm like, it's not that bad. Still at the bottom of the list for me, though. But
oh yeah, absolutely. I think that was the thing. I think that was our interaction for the most part for the last 7 years.
Yeah, I've been in your comments.
Really? Has it been that
Lurking
long?
and stalking.
I was 33 when we started, guys. Jesus.
That's
was
crazy.
but a youngin'.
That is crazy. No, but it is great to think about, you guys being around for like the book club and like all the great memories, and getting to hang out with you guys last year here in San Diego. You guys got to meet and hang out with my wife and stuff. Yeah, you guys are the OGs.
Oh man,
OG triple OG.
I didn't get to hop in all of the time, but I do miss being able to occasionally hop into Brooks' streams on Twitch. But do whatever it takes care of yourself.
Daily Skywalker says, "Man, I don't know anyone who would write Star Wars who likes Star Wars. Tony Gilroy hates Star Wars, and he did a good job. Ryan Johnson kind of likes onions and glass. He did all right." I think for the
Ryan
most
Johnson
part,
loves Star Wars for sure.
Oh yeah, he does.
As was JJ's too.
But I think for the most part, like there seems to be a disconnect with some fans thinking that like whoever's making these projects nowadays are not fans, and I don't understand where that sentiment comes from. Because most of Lucasfilm now is still been around since even before the purchase, and working with George Lucas. Like Doug Chiang still works there, Pablo Hidalgo is still there, Dave is still there, a lot of ILM is still there, and so I can't imagine an environment in which they announce a new like project that's being developed, and the first thing that they do is look at the cast and crew, and they're like, yep, everybody seems to hate being here, so let's go with these people.
Well, I mean, it's like the no true Scotsman fallacy. Anyone who says that or truly believes it, what they actually mean is that the people making current stuff don't hate the same Star Wars that they hate. There's nothing to do with liking or enjoying anything.
That's true.
And whenever they point to an actor being bitter, I think of those interviews with like Oscar and John. They don't realize that's their fault. It's not the movie's fault. I mean, not the movie's fault.
We can't admit that at some point, like with I guess like infancy or the burgeoning crisis of media literacy and just in general the inception of outrage content, that some of that stuff had an effect on the crew, right? Or the cast. And so we heard it over the weekend from Bryce Dallas Howard, from Vanessa Marshall, from all of the guests of the con. They were like so appreciative to see so many people weren't dicks, the crowds were filled with people that loved their projects and loved their stuff. And it wasn't about these 10-second clips taken out of context that nobody was there to actually do that, and that's what made this con like super special, and including the community. Like everybody I met was so tremendous in that regard. They even had a sequel appreciation panel, which we fully attended, even though The Last Jedi is seemingly our only favorite movie of the sequel trilogy. But we're human.
And a lot of
Shout
legends.
out, shout out to Matt and
Force of
Zach
Others?
from Force of Others. Yeah,
Yeah.
good dudes.
It was a great panel, and we made good friends with them because of that panel. You know, because everything,
Yeah,
even the stuff that I don't like, they still approach in good faith and all that stuff. So we look forward to our future collaboration with them. And not to toot our own horn too much, but we had a panel, and you never know what the attendance is going to be like for any of this stuff.
yeah.
And it seemed to be pretty good. We had you guys all you guys attended. What did you think of our panel?
I liked
Praise
your panel.
us.
It was all right. No, okay.
There was a split second before, because we were sitting in the second row facing you guys, so I was a little worried that it was just going to be us for like a little bit, but
We
then
were
the
early,
room
though.
filled, so it was
So-
fine.
Yeah.
Same.
We're gonna for future panels, we're gonna build in 20 minutes of trailers just in case.
Yeah. Or have a trivia game first and then a trivia game at the end. The trivia game at the end was great, though. Yeah.
No.
Really.
Speaking
really...
of our panel, though, and I know, let's see, my poll in the chat says that about 60% of you guys out of 25 votes have not seen The Last Jedi. And I will not spoil it, but I just finished it today. And that series, for all of its creative liberties it takes with its lore,
You
it
mean
is,
Ninth Jedi?
yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
You said
our
Last
panel.
Jedi.
Oh, did I say The Last Jedi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Ninth Jedi.
There we go.
For
I was
all
like,
of the
what is he
liberties it
talking
takes
about?
being non-canon and kind of within its own continuity, it is our balance in the Force panel to a T.
Oh, that's good. That alleviates some worry that I was having.
Yeah.
I think the most it took, creative liberty wise, was just characters, universe, and kind of the central world building, which I think is also amazing. And I want to do a video on this. It kind of marks the beginning of something that I'd like to continue, which is the Visions canon or Visions continuity. I want them to expand on it. I want the history of that world, and I want the future of Kara's story and the future of that world as well. And so I think it's a great start to something that could be a continued expansion, and something that to reinforce to fans that it doesn't matter if it's canon or not, right? It's just, do you enjoy the story? And if the story is great, then love it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Also,
do
shout
other
out to AJ and Coast to Coast in the chat. How's it going, guys?
What up?
Is that my boy AJ?
I think it.
I think I remember AJ, if I'm thinking correctly. It's been a while since I've been on TikTok. That app's deleted. So.
Cubcast says, I've been on an anime binge lately. One Piece, Attack on Titan, Zoids, Evangelion, and Ninth Jedi. Been fun as heck.
That's quite a collection box.
It is.
Yeah.
It is a wide range.
Yeah.
Time-wise, too. Do you guys have any, did you guys have any, I know I asked about highlights, but did you guys have any moments during the con? Did you meet anyone special? Or something to kind of point to that was that's a really cool moment?
I walked next to Bryce Dallas Howard. It was crazy. And it's how tight the community is, and it's still it's not a huge con. It's kind of a small one. And so I looked at I heard her talking to somebody, and I was like, oh. And so that was fun. And I think it was just how, what's the word I'm looking for? densely packed with just like pure fandom love. Like you walk in and there's that group that had all those droids. They're like right there with like a working C-3PO that can talk. You know, that's connected to a computer and somebody's controlling him.
Profit.
Yeah.
Yo, Dom, who brought the Buster here? The Buster kept me out of handcuffs. He didn't go running back to the fort.
Oh my god.
Sorry, we love Fast and Furious way too much, and
I totally forgot that's why Travis Mitchell exists. Thank you for the $5 Robin Dropper. We appreciate you. I forget what comes next, but yeah, he's like,
you can have any beer you want, as long as it's a Corona.
That's the one. Appreciate you,
Gonna have to
Travis.
binge those movies.
What was that? Have you guys seen those movies?
No, never seen them.
No.
It's on the binge
No,
list.
I
I want to binge
have.
all the Mission Impossible and all of those, like back to back.
You gotta
Listen.
pace yourself to get through all the cheese, you know.
That's fine,
But
yeah.
Definitely turn off the brain and just be like, these are flashy images. It's time to have some
They
fun.
they lost me when they sent Luda to space.
And that wasn't that far. Was
That's
that
when
like
they lost
7? Was that 7?
Yeah. Listen, if your brain is too on while you're watching these, you'll be like, huh. She's talking about like attending high school, and they're like trying to go out. What is that? Is that okay? And no, it's not okay. There's a lot of stuff that happens there.
Shout out to Legacy of Naboo on the TikTok. How's it going? Let's see here. I'm waiting on.
Gage says, I think Luda in space was 9. I just
was
want to
it?
see a movie that's just Luda in space, though. You know, I mean, I've seen Leprechaun in space, and that was a banger. I don't know if you've seen it.
Luda and Tyrese just hanging out in space.
Yeah. Which one was when they were running from the submarines? I don't know how they became international spies and stuff. It's
No,
I'm like, wasn't this like
no
a race
how.
car movie?
There
It
is
is weird.
There is no how. One movie, it's a heist, and then the next movie, Kurt Russell's like, "You guys are the best team." I'm like, "Oh, I guess that's a thing." And Dom has like a Batman mode where he can sense the trajectory of memories. I'm like, I guess he has superpowers now.
And then his brother is John Cena for some reason. And then
Yeah.
Sorry, we're
They showed
spoiling
him-
the whole thing.
I just have to say, there's one scene where it's like a flashback to when he was young, and I was like, "Who's that black kid? Oh, is that supposed to be Dom?" What happened?
Made no sense. It made no sense at all.
First time the inverse of whitewashing had happened.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Ryan says, time traveling in cars when? That's you know what? I think they're
Again,
like
they sent them to space in a car, so they could send them back in time in a car too. It's called Back
We've
to
already
the
done
Future.
that. Yeah,
actually.
Back to the
That's
Future,
already
yeah.
happened. Never mind.
Listen, I still maintain at some point they need to intercept like a super secret like shipment, and they open it up and it's the Allspark, and that way Dom can merge with his charger.
No. Choco,
listen.
no.
wasn't it
Listen.
a popular theory that Transformers and Fast and Furious was the same universe?
You want to see it, and that way.
Well, they
They-
were putting the Michael Bay TMNT films in there too. So are we just gonna have a 3-way crossover?
The Bayverse?
I'm into it.
Yeah. Oh God.
Let's see here. Travis says, "Hope you're all doing well, guys. Wish I could have been at your panel. I could have cosplayed Johnny Trent and yelled until I was kicked out." We would love to see that.
That'd be so good.
You were talking about memorable interactions. I not to like flex or anything, but I guess it's a casual flex.
prompt was there.
I had Brendan Wayne on my show a couple weeks before Rebel Scum Con, and I was like 85% sure he would not remember who I was at all, and he like fully remembered and like was excited to like hang out with me throughout the weekend, and I ended up seeing him way more than I thought I would, and so that was really fun to kind of like, I guess, build on that podcast guest relationship to actually,
we spoke to a couple of guests that either had recognized us. I think Vanessa Marshall was like, "I know you guys." I'm like,
Yeah.
We know you. I know that. But if you happen to know us, I guess.
So Vanessa Marshall was everyone's like she doesn't do interviews. She won't do an interview. She'll say no. And I was like, all right, I'll get the interview. I'll do what I.
She'll say yes to me.
Because listen. I can be smooth as hell, all right? But long story short, she didn't give us an interview. But
so
it wasn't
there, Choco.
It wasn't a I don't want to deal with fans type of thing. Yeah. It was I've been warned by certain people like not to give any interviews, to schedule it through Lucasfilm, and then she urged us to do so and was like, that way we can actually do a Zoom call and we can spend like a full hour talking. And she was so genuinely warm and excited to be there and talk to fans, because like I'm expecting, I have the thought of having to convince her to let us do an interview. So I kind of thought she was probably like over it, or, like this is, she's got better places to be. And no, she was super excited. She came out and hugged us like twice and was like, and I don't know, it was really cool.
She was really kind.
Yeah. I think it's a highlight of my life to just meet like someone that you've been a fan of for a long time. And they're like, I've seen you guys before. I'm like, yeah, that's special. She also went off and ran off and chased someone off because they forgot their like signed merch.
So someone who, the person who was right in front of us had like recently been diagnosed with like throat cancer or something like that, I believe, and was able to communicate how much he loved her and how much she loved Rebels and all this stuff. And they took off and left their merch. So while she's talking to us, she saw that and she grabbed it and she just went running around the con to try and find them to give it back. And like, that was just really, she appreciated, she knew how much it meant to that person and how much, I just think that's really cool.
Yeah.
But for me, I can't pinpoint a favorite interaction, but I haven't made a whole lot of content myself in the past year since I've gotten this new job, and even before that, I has been slowing way down because I didn't feel as nice as I once was. I was struggling to be kind, and I was like, I don't want to make content in this, but throughout the weekend, meeting so many different people who've somehow I have impacted in a positive way was like really energizing and really cool, because like we can forget, and one of the things I've always said was always to kind of be aware of the impact that you have, and that if you can use it in a positive way. And seeing that I've still made a difference, or like even certain people's handlers were like, "Oh, I love you guys." It was like, "Oh, that's cool." Like, I don't know. It was really energizing to be around.
Yeah. Also, to kind of tease it, because we also have an interview with Scott White, who is Dryden Voss. So that'll be going up soon. I've just had a lot of editing to do this week. So much
You've been
footage.
posting like crazy.
Yeah, you've been pumping it out. It's all
But-
good stuff to do.
Still a lot to come. I still have day 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I do have a highlight. Playing basketball with Pep and Larissa.
Oh. Yeah, we balled.
Who won?
I think Choco did.
I ended up winning, but like, no, it was cool because I probably shouldn't put her government name on blast. So we
Dolores.
our friends, Sunflower Stardust, aka Dolores, the Imperial HR lady. We're talking to her. She's also someone that started at the same time in like 2020, or at least that's when I first got to know her.
It was
Had
the
her
first
on
wave.
High Ground podcast way back in the day, and you know, and since then we've just always been cool. And she was there. Her husband couldn't make it out, and so we're like, yeah, well, if you want to mob with us, like, just let us know anytime. You know, you don't have, because that has to suck if you have like a built-in con buddy and they're not there.
Yeah.
And so yeah, she came out to dinner with us, and we shot hoops, and she's just super chill.
Kitty says, did anyone get dunked on? No, we were playing Dave and Buster's. It was just like just a little machine.
Yeah, that dinner and getting to actually have like a casual conversation with Sunflower Stardust was a big highlight for me, since I've also been following her stuff for a long time. And then also a smaller thing was that apparently a lot of people kind of just carry around like what I guess is what the term is called swag, and at least that's what they're calling it, because like one of the dudes that were working like the sabacc tables were giving out like little, I think it's technically glitter, but they were saying it was spice.
Oh, glitter spice, which is
Yeah.
real, which I said first, and then Star Wars made it real in Kenobi. So
You can
Just
have
the
your
little
moment.
moments like that were great.
Oh yeah, no,
That was a
I definitely
specific
agree.
spice that they talked about in Tempest Runner, right?
glitter
not sure.
spice. I don't think it was glitter spice. What was in Tempest
It
Runner?
was sugar spice.
Yeah, that was because the spider web had was the spice. Yeah, I remember that. But no, I don't think glitter spice. The girl, Ewan McGregor's daughter, offered him. Remember?
Oh, that's
and
right.
it was
Yeah,
glitter
that's right.
spice. Yeah.
If it was right here, I'd show the camera, but it's downstairs and I'm not getting up. So
Another highlight was trying to wingman a pep for our waitress at
Oh man.
Oh, I thought you were gonna blow up my spot really quickly.
No.
I thought he was too.
Yes, but I think
That was-
everybody at our table was kind of, enthralled by that beauty, right?
she was very pretty.
Yeah.
We were done, and Brooke looks at me and goes, he put his head in his hands and said, she's so pretty. And that image is still in my head, and I was like, he was right though, like, I don't blame him.
What do you want me to do? I feel it. No,
true.
because I was feeling the energy, the vibes of everyone, like thinking the same thing. I just I had to say it. you
Yeah.
know?
It was
shame in
a spirit bomb type moment where you're like, share your energy with me, and we were all just
Yeah. And shout out to all the people that worked at that Dave & Buster's that night. Apparently management did not warn them that all these people from this con were going to show up and expect free stuff.
They were,
They're like,
they were
no-
very confused. when
Nobody
we first
seemed
got
ready,
there.
but they handled it. Our waitress did great. Like, I had no complaints.
It was a
Also,
mess, but it was handled.
Yeah. Also, it was her first day. Too.
Oh,
Was
I
it?
was saying that.
we
Oh,
were
goodness.
literally her second table
Oh,
Yeah.
ever.
Oh no!
But she was happy about
Justin,
it.
you tipped well, right?
oh yeah.
Next dinner is on us, by the way.
You'll have to fight us for the check.
But
fine, we can take turns.
also,
But
shout out
it's
to our other community member that hung out with us over the weekend, Obi-Wan Kenobi. I don't know if you're in
Yes.
the chat somewhere. It was us, Obi-Wan and Dolores at the table. We were just hanging out, and I also agree and point to that as a highlight moment for the con as well. I just think anytime that I get to meet community members, it's super special, and that's why DyadCon was super special. But in particular, Justin and Brooke, because it has been years of just kind of like seeing Justin kind of correcting people in our comment section.
And I'm never wrong. Have I ever been wrong ever once?
I don't know.
think so.
I do remember. Remember you correcting us on the lightsaber slides or skating. But
No, that one's a nitpick. I'll fully admit that one's a nerd nitpick.
I think we landed on the conclusion that was something that was forced.
Yeah, it almost certainly. Though I believe it happened to Kylo once, so that it could get down to his cross guard, so that the cross guard.
Yeah,
could have
he
a
like
point.
kind of
But,
pushed
like,
and pushed.
But and it goes and it's like hard, but it can happen. But I remember you very, very distinctly saying like it's impossible, and I had just read that book, and I was like, no, he's wrong. The lore master's wrong.
Sometimes I take liberties with my grammar. But yeah, we had a lot of fun. Met a lot of new people. Shout out to Jessica over at, I believe it's Rebellion of Hope, and Tiara over at Crafting on Ilum on Instagram. Shout out to Force of the Others podcast. Shout out to Will of the Force and Grayson. Apparently, Mark Newbold from ILM, he's a huge fan of us. Caught me getting my vapes in on the last day and was like, "Oh my gosh, been wanting to say hi to you guys," and so that was like
That's awesome.
Complete woo type of moment. But this goes into our message to anybody that's kind of like on the fence of wanting to create content or at least get involved community-wise with trying to reclaim the fandom, because for the most part, when we're kind of chronically online, there's this notion that the Star Wars fan, like the notion nobody hates Star Wars more than Star Wars fans. That is a notion and concept that is born out of, thinking that the internet is a representation of the fandom. But it is not. The RSC community was just a good example of that. Seeing people do the Gorman March down the hotel lobby, stopping Denise Goff, and seeing Denise just do this on her way out, which is the Gorman applause, shows you that, what we do and what our efforts are doing has a huge impact and a very real impact. And it just goes to show you that you never know who's watching you. Right? We didn't know Cameron, Limitless Nerd, and he had Brendan Wayne on his podcast. And so, like, if you are on the fence about engaging with the community or doing content or just being a part of it and participating,
You just got to do it.
just do it.
Yeah. I will say, I hate to cut this conversation short. I am going to have to bounce.
How
But
dare you.
we will
We'll continue the conversation on your
definitely-
podcast.
yes, we will definitely have to do this again very soon.
Yes,
Very, very soon.
and when we do, I will want to talk about your collection and the back of you, because
Yes.
it does look pretty epic.
Yes, thank you.
Probably got some pretty cool stuff up there. But yeah, thank you for joining.
For sure. Yes.
Let everyone know where and when they can find you.
It is limitless_nerd, pretty much everywhere. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. It's all the same. New episodes. I don't know. I got my schedule was done up until Rebel Scum Con, and then a post RSC schedule has yet to be made. So, we will be working on that hopefully over the next week, and be back probably sometime around the end of August, beginning of September. So
There you go.
taking a little bit of time off to kind of calm down after the con, and then we'll dive back into it. Yes.
Sounds good. Well, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
Thanks for coming on, dude.
Yeah, have a good night.
Good night.
Have a good night.
All right, now that he's gone, what a dick. I'm just kidding.
No. Don't be so mean.
Travis Mitchell in the chat says, I think many of us relate, Choco. We fall into headspaces where our achievements don't feel genuine or from the heart, and we feel gross. A change of environment and break in pattern always helps.
Mm-hmm. And just being around, I wanted to make a point that's like, no matter what you like about Star Wars, there was stuff there for it. Like there was even a whole bunch of Legend stuff, like people selling their art. Like there was a lot of Bastila, a lot of Revan, and the author of the X-Wing books was there. You know, some Legends love, and lots of Legends cosplays. I bought a belt for Obi-Wan, and the person running that, they were in a killer Mara Jade cosplay. And I think that's what they were wearing last year too.
Video that's for sure in the pipeline, because we got to interview Michael Stackpole as well. And we got to see just how, super appreciative he is to be able to have the opportunity to have new fans experience the X-Wing series, to see it revitalized by, a full audiobook treatment. And I kind of want to make a video, be like, guys, let's listen, the EU Legends it's still there. Mm-hmm. Right? And they're even reprinting, they're re-releasing, and they're re-recording all of these things. It's still a part of Star Wars. If you love it,
honestly, the Legends Essential Collection is, in my opinion, the best thing to happen to the expanding universe, because how a lot of people consume books has changed, right? I mean, audiobooks have only grown in market share. So having a full, cut down, production of it makes a big difference. Because back in the day, you could only fit so much on a tape. I mean, those came out on tape, but
there are even some on records. I found one in a vintage store that it was like, it's this Star Wars book on the record, and I was like, that's crazy.
And the other thing it did is it's giving you essentials, right? There's so many books, not all of them are the best. There's a lot to love, but you can pick up just about any of them that are part of the essential collection and get something that is actually going to be like a better in the upper half of what's out there.
Harris said, also, if you feel like you don't have the technology, you have a phone, that's way more than enough to get started. Absolutely. I remember Justin's content with the microphone on the glass frame. That was innovative.
Still have that somewhere. Is that right here? No, I stole that from somebody. It was not innovative.
Oh, really?
Don't give me the credit. I think I saw it somewhere. Some science content creator, they put it on their glasses or something.
Plagiarism.
Also, I believe in the 80% go rule, where like once you pass the 80% of the thing you're planning to make, finish of it with what you can, but if it's more than 80, it's going out.
Ship
you know what I mean? There's a lot of times we can let perfection be the enemy of good, and the other thing is, like, by making content, you get better at making content, right? So, like, if you don't make it because you want it to be perfect, I mean, sometimes people's content even takes a wildly different turn, because once they start making it, they realize they love a different aspect of it than before, or they prefer talking about this aspect. Yeah, you just gotta start doing it.
I mean, God, like, just look at our episode 1 of this show. Look at my content in 2019. That's when I was still on the C920 webcam. I thought I was like going, like, because I had a smartphone back then too, but I thought I was being like super creative and using my webcam and stuff. But like, nobody starts day one with like with an SM7B and a mirrorless camera. And most people start with just their phone cameras as well. So,
yeah, which, by the way, your phone camera is better than those webcams. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of the great innovations that came out of COVID. Go ahead.
Travis says, didn't realize you bash people after they left. We don't. We're just kidding. You guys didn't even tell me that the top of my head was out of the frame for the majority of the time I was on. I didn't think it was.
Was it?
No,
Well, that's Travis, not Cameron.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't.
That sounds like a skill issue.
I don't know.
Sounds like their problem.
Also, we let people show up how they want to show up. Some people want more headroom. Some people want less. Some people want to be close to the camera. Some people don't.
I remember one of the first times that Kenny called in, and I had the settings to like just do a span on people's things, and Kenny usually calls in on his phone, so he was just like, "Hey guys, I'm here." It's like when you call like one of your like grandparents on like FaceTime, and they're like, where's the camera?
Meemaw, turn it sideways. Meemaw. Makes it look better.
Harriet says the D23 panel is just starting, so turn on notifications. Okay, my notifications are on. Shout out to Harriet for being like a pseudo field correspondent, I suppose.
Here's a good question. What out of left field thing will you hear and it will like make your week? Like, it's probably not going to happen, but
a Starfighter date or trailer?
No, that's realistic. Go like 2 steps further.
I feel
somebody in chat was like Acolyte season 2, and I'm like, yeah, that's probably not going to happen, but it'd be hype.
I mean, that's like way out of left field.
Yeah.
Announcement of another animated show. I mean,
yeah.
I still feel like the year. I still think back to the year when they told us the date that Skeleton Crew was going to be launching, and I was like, "What is that? I've never even heard of it." Like they were like, "Oh yeah, this has a date," and you're like, "You've never said it was a thing."
Yeah.
And so, I feel like there could be stuff in the pipeline that we just legitimately don't know about.
Yeah, it would be me specifically. It would be animated, and it would be what Quinlan Voss is up to. They teased it. They keep teasing it.
Oh, don't I know
it? Give it to me. You and I are on the same page of our Quinlan Voss, though. Like you keep.
Now, for doing like far-fetched things that would never happen, again, still animated show, but I listen. In the Clone Wars, there was the episode where Ventress came back, was working with Boba Fett, but they had ninjas. There was a whole ninja clan in Star Wars.
That weird planet with the gas and the train and the
and we just don't talk about that. And so I want
in Clone Wars so much.
Well, I want more.
I don't recall. I mean, I remember them with their little hoods on. But I want a story. Give me a story about one of those people. They grow up in that clan. Turns out they're Force sensitive, and they're going to go to the temple to learn to be a Jedi. And so I get my ninja Jedi. Give it to me now.
Okay.
That sounds
please
like it'd be a lot of fun. My asks, I don't have a lot of wild asks other than, I guess, the most wild out of left field would be just acknowledge Rel Averos. I have not been the same since I've read Master and Apprentice.
Yeah, absolutely.
In a similar sentiment, acknowledge Satine because
say her name.
Say her name.
Exactly.
Hashtag say her name.
I mean, I got to talk to Satine, and I said that.
I saw that
a
interview. Yeah. her and Katie are on the same page because it warmed my heart when Katie's like, I don't know, like her sister's so important though.
Truly.
Like,
I don't know why they would kind of steer away from. I mean, like, listen, even in what is that, season 3 of The Mandalorian?
Mm-hmm.
There nothing gets severely affected if Bo-Katan walks Din down like the old hallways and you're like, yeah, this is where my father did this and that. My sister Satine, like, there's no harm in that at all.
Mm-hmm.
It would only elevate it, truly. Like, why did we mention the unnamed father we've never seen when there was a very important previous ruler of Mandalore?
I also think that they were trying. Maybe they were trying to avoid the whole sister thing, right? Who's the third sister, right? Because Bo-Katan and Satine are
third
both
sister's Reva.
nephews.
No, that's second sister.
Oh, yeah.
She would technically be the second sister.
Also, I would love something animated or not about how the Grand Inquisitor came to be. I have big
That would
headcanon.
be
Clearly, he was up there in Jedi Temple Guard ranks, and something happened. I have headcanons that he like made a deal with Papa Palps, went ahead and killed all the guards to be Grand Inquisitor, first brother, and like have charge over that. Like maybe there's lines where Papa Palps like corrupted him like he did out Anakin. Something cool, a cool story like that would have been, and then we could learn more about the Jedi Temple Guards, about how they work, about how the Inquisitorius twists that.
Well, if we go
that would be fun.
off of Legends, we know that it's a rotating roster, right? I suppose it's kind of like an elected official. Like they go and they give up their identity and they wear the mask, and then when their term is done, they rotate with someone else and they become their identity again.
I like the idea though that, I mean, mostly it comes from Rise of the Red Blade, but the idea that there's a bunch of like weird dark side janitors who are just like roaming around finding little kids and being like, hey, you guys ever think about the dark side? It's pretty cool.
Go to the dark side. We have cookies. You see my shirt?
Don't.
I don't know why, but now, like, thinking about it, that makes me picture just like, oh, you know what? Coincidentally, Stellan played the teacher in Good Will Hunting. So it's just Luthen going out, like, finding Matt Damon, like, sweeping the floors, and he, like, solves this massive, like, theorem in the Force. He's like, hey, wait! I need to talk to you.
I see a lot of love in the chat for Claudia Gray and Master and Apprentice. Please give us a sequel to Master and Apprentice, where we have Obi-Wan and Anakin, and they run into Pax and Rahara. Because I feel like there would be some really cool conversations, especially with Rahara's experience with slavery, with Anakin. They could be like, this is the result of what happened with Qui-Gon. I just think there's a lot of meat there, a way to echo forward. They saw the dynamic between Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, and now they can see this. And give us a sequel.
Speaking of more books, let Timmy Zahn write more Thrawn. Like, as an Ahsoka season 2 kind of thing, he should, because apparently he said in an interview, I'd love to write how Thrawn got to be there, what happened on that planet, why he's the God King of the Night Sisters now.
The God King.
So, like, something happened, and I trust Zahn to like really tie those things together. I think that would be a killer book, and then probably we'd enter Ezra's point of view to see what he was up to. Zahn's really good at like. He loves his chiss, but he's really good at taking canon characters and being like, let me put a spin on, like, let me
and truly giving us their voice.
Yeah.
You know what? Also, I mean, I guess spoilers, but like the Thrawn books have been out for a long time. Give me a book that follows, their unnamed relative that who became, had her second sight and became one of the I want to follow one of those people's story.
What was her name?
Through adulthood and to like.
Oh yeah,
what was that?
Yeah. Yeah.
I need a couple of things relating to the Timmy Zahn character roster. One, I need Treason to get adapted into a comic or graphic novel so I know what Brotherly Ronin looks like. And so also I can see Eli do that bit where it's just like, oh, are you talking to me, traitor? And he's like, I guess not. And then just stops. And then I want to know what that odd couple situation is like back at the Ascendancy.
What's going on
with more of Aralani
right now
and stuff too.
Shark Hornet says Aralani. No, we're talking about one of those Elia Sahembos or the Skywalkers. Forget her name.
The one from the prequel trilogy, the young one that was on his ship.
I believe that's what Choco's talking about. Yeah,
right.
To follow her through her adulthood.
Cherry, yeah.
Cherry. Oh,
yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
So I was trying to catch up. I saw a comment from Malik in the chat. It just says, and Simon Pegg is Dengar. But I scroll up and I don't see anything else that connects to it.
You were talking
so-
about that arc, and I was going to make a joke. Dengar was there, and he was sure there.
So that's just an intrusive thought from Malik.
Travis Mitchell says, I would like a Tales of the Droid series, maybe seeing C-3PO's life before he was found by Anakin that he had no memory of, or Dio being with Ochi as he hunts for Rey's parents. Dio probably has an interesting story, but it's probably filled with a lot of abuse. That might be rough.
The one from Andor, I want his backstory too. I want
B2EMO.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tales from the Droids sounds like a good idea. Star Wars is good, if not great, at giving us funny little guides, and that most of the time they are droids.
Give us
it's not
some
a Star
moment.
Wars project without a funny little droid.
Tell us why Chopper is that way, because apparently he fought in the Clone Wars, and that's why he's that way, which doesn't explain it, actually. But I want to know what his deal was in the Clone Wars.
I'm still thinking about what could be. What was the original prompt? Something that is just completely
Outlandish.
Yeah, outlandish that, like, it'll make your week if they announce it.
Yeah, I mean,
Honestly,
Harris says, "Where's my Thrawn Ezra book?" And we do need that.
I need that so badly.
Yeah.
I need them to
yeah.
get over to the other side of the galaxy, and Ezra tries to fight him, and Thrawn's like, "What are you doing?
Yeah.
We don't have to fight anymore."
We're not enemies right now. I
Yeah.
need to data gather, actually. Could you
Could you go,
cool off?
please?
Yeah.
Speaking of one of those books, in the same vein, Star Wars Legacy is a great book with Leia and Rey.
Oh, you finished it.
I did
You had
not-
already finished it.
I'm like midway through it. I started reading it when I got back from the con. But everything that I'm reading so far is like just a birthday cake for lore purposes. Like it is a drop of epic proportions, honestly.
I have to restart it because I just wasn't in the right place for it.
I know that. feeling.
Also, my flight kept getting delayed, and like we didn't have enough air traffic controllers here in San Diego, so we had to wait a very long. And then I'm just like irritated and all this stuff, and my brain wouldn't take in the stuff.
I was lucky
yeah.
enough to have a couple of hours to myself after seeing Choco off to his flight home. I was sitting right at the Dunkin' Donuts that he met me at on arrival.
Yeah, it's the best
So I had a
spot.
bunch of donuts and coffee to sit me through the first couple of chapters. But man, listen, this isn't a spoiler by any stretch of the imagination, but just the mention of Tython and what that portends for like people who are like
The Ashla the Bogan?
yeah, there's a lot of lore in there, and
Yeah.
From what I've read thus far, I haven't finished it. It squarely puts Rey in top 5 characters for me.
Oh,
That's
well,
good
that's
to know.
That's
Then
huge.
we'll definitely have to pick that up next
Ah.
time we do a Barnes and Noble run. Then
And actually, some Jedi lore. We were going to get that with the James Mangold movie, but we
Yeah.
can't have nice things.
And just so everybody knows, with context, the monsters in the chat, Rey is not like a top 10 character for me going into this.
So she shot up like 8 spots.
Yeah.
To 5.
Honestly, like I feel like and this is kind of like my sentiment with how I feel with the Rise of Skywalker. I feel like it was a missed opportunity to kind of develop her in this way. With this story.
Yeah.
So
I just I don't know if it's a bug or a feature, but it just feels like that's just what Star Wars does. You know what I mean? Like, think about Luke. Every movie he came back, he was a different person. Why? I don't know. Because it's all because of stuff that happened in between. I know a lot of people are like, oh, he lost his hand, he suffered so. Like, no, he lost at the very end of the movie, and then he had it at like 3 minutes later,
And then he knew how to force choke people.
and then the
Which
next
he had
movie
never seen anyone do.
he literally had a different personality. you know, entirely, and you're like, okay, but that's been filled out, and I like how it's been filled out. I just think it's weird that Rey isn't afforded like the same type of like respect or treatment or love or anything like that
in the movies. And this just hit me, like, she's defined by her relationship to other characters, and we never really get to know who she is as a person ever.
Yeah.
Like, and then Rise of Skywalker just kind of tripled down on that, instead of like, you know, which is why I imagine some people don't resonate with the I'm Rey Skywalker, even though I think it's a nice, like, as a bullet point, plot point, a good like bow on the top. But like I get not resonating with that, because like, yeah, like who is she other than, I think the only movie that did her any sort of justice, and it's only like half of it, was the first one, was you know, how like excited I bypassed the compressor. You know?
But that was, I mean, that was her whole journey, was like she was using her family to define her, and so she didn't know her place and all this stuff. And it wasn't until the end of Rise of Skywalker that she's like, no, I can define myself, and goes off on the journey to do that. It's just that journey is not in the movie. The journey's not supposed to be. That's not what the movie's about, you know. So I'm happy that we get it in this new form factor.
Yeah. Let's see. Shark Hornet asks, are the Night Sisters replacing the Nogri as Thrawn's henchmen?
Almost certainly. That's my headcanon.
Yeah.
I feel like they did the Nogri. They didn't do the Nogri justice in canon, but it's not too late. You know, we still could have more of them popping up. I still laugh though at the thought of like, because in some of the books, like,
don't the Nogri have history with the Gris?
popping out of holes and like shooting people and stuff, like, yeah.
With the new,
I'm a spooky
new
kid
canon?
says Rey is cute. That is correct.
With the new Thrawn canon, don't the Nogri specifically have like a history with the Grisk?
I don't recall it being specifically talked about.
Because I don't think they're from greater space or wild space where the ascendancy is.
Yeah, I mean, their story's entirely differently, right? It's entirely different because they were not found by Thrawn. You know what I mean? Like they were subservient to the Empire and to Vader, and then Vader assigned them to Thrawn, and now in canon that precedes the Empire by a long time. So yeah, we don't know what that story is.
But as far as narratively, the idea that somebody's gonna like tell the Night Sisters, hey, like he's using you, and then there's gonna be a turn, because that's the one, this New Republic stuff and how we're so afraid to like show Leia, it frustrates me to no end, because when you go and read, that's the one thing I think like far and above, head and shoulders, Zahn's trilogy has over what we've gotten in the future, is like, he not only made Leia important, she's the reason Thrawn lost, because of the diplomacy and kindness that she showed, and her like tenacity and never giving up.
The Malari Oosh.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's clear we're not going to get anything like that, apparently, which it's a bummer.
Well, I mean, there's some good nuggets in Legacy with Leia.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
We're only allowed to have her in books because we're scared to recast.
Yeah.
It also means we're not going to get the one Wookiee that has a speech impediment that allows it to kind of speak basic.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
That was wild.
Did Eclipse get a new trailer, seeing apparently it's still a thing?
It did not get a new trailer, but its trailer was airing at D23. Okay. So trying to show that it's still a thing.
Is it still
Quantum Dream?
Yeah.
Quantic Dream, isn't it?
It's Quantic Dream.
Yeah.
So it was they were playing the same trailer, but I couldn't tell you if it has the same stinger on the edge or if it's been moved to a different studio, because that studio's been having lots and lots of trouble.
For as like zero hype I have for that game, because I don't like Quantic Dream, that trailer is hype. That trailer is cool.
I mean, yeah, I would love to play. I would love to play in the High Republic sandbox. I think Of all of the timelines, there's tremendous potential, like story-wise.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to do an open world game or a sandbox game, like there's literally nothing there until you get to like the specific phase 1 timeline. But like there's nothing there in the High Republic era between 1032 and 384 that you'd have to kind of, you know, make concessions to fit into something. And so I guess that goes into my my answer to your prompt, is if they announce anything Old Republic,
Yeah.
like canon wise.
A SWTOR book that gives you the canon version.
I think that would be interesting to actually get some of that Old Republic stuff into canon, because like it's been a bit since we've actually, my friend and I were going through it, but he's been taking me through KOTOR for the first time after like I've been wanting to steer clear from Legends stuff. But like I'm liking a lot of the ideas and some of the characters and things like that. So like there is a lot of potential to bring a lot of that stuff in, but
Sorry, this conversation has been super immersive. And I forgot we have actually a caller.
Oh. Yeah, I saw him in the corner and I was like, I guess that's we're waiting for the right time. Waiting for the right time.
Hello, Malik, are you there?
I saw you. I was telling him, I was like, you see Malik, right?
I was like, oh, I guess they're not taking callers today.
Well, specifically, we weren't taking calls during the Rebel Scum Con recap because, well, we had specific guests on for that. But yeah, you're more than welcome to during free period. Welcome. What would you like to say?
Hi. Hello. I kind of just like waiting for the call. It's like, where was the conversation?
When did you
Well,
join?
what is the pipe dream that you would love for them? It's impossible. It's not going to happen, but you would love for them to announce at D23.
Oh.
And why is it the
Lost
addition to
Stars
Star Wars?
Lost Stars animated adaptation.
Oh. I'd be into
I
that.
didn't catch that. What was that?
Yeah.
Lost Stars
animated
Oh
adaptation.
yeah, that would. Yeah.
Or live action. It doesn't. As long as they do it, I don't care.
I didn't know
I
like straight
don't
adaptations
know.
were on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how I would feel about how they treat Tarkin.
It's true.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
But I do want to
You
see
mean
the
that
scene.
gay icon?
He's just a straight up like Hulk CG model.
I do want to see the scene though where Santa meets Vader and it's like, oh, poor guy. He's like all you know, all
War
falling
machine,
apart
other
and stuff, and he's all handicapped. Like, it's like I never thought about him that way. Okay,
He is disabled. Yeah.
yeah. He's
My favorite scene is when she sees Palpatine for the first time and she's like, "This is my boss. This is who I work for."
Yeah.
Oh no.
No. Because not a lot of people, I think,
This is
it's not clear in anything visual except maybe Andor that they pretend that he still looks like he did in the prequels in anything Holo.
yeah.
Oh no,
They
they
put
confirmed
out-
that
yeah.
in Rebels. He does
Yeah,
because he
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, when he's trying to lure Ezra to the dark side. Yeah, but like
Yeah.
you think about like no one, they all know because he did the my battle with the Jedi has left me deformed, but then he like postures behind like still being that, and so anyone younger like wouldn't know, right? That like, oh, he's this, and he's in the Jedi
Yeah.
Temple just aura farming, I guess, on a big throne.
Shark Hornet says, would Old Republic tie in with Skeleton Crew, that pirate? Yes.
Would love that.
That would be great.
Would love that.
And that was
Skeleton Crew-
sort of
The-
like
the
our
ship-
biggest
Five.
mention
Yeah.
of the Old Republic, which was the jewels.
And we can see like a young and functional Shmi.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Can't
I don't know that.
Can't say I
Just-
ever heard of no jewels of the old republic.
Oh, Republic.
Just the concept of a young robot is just funny.
Well, he's so old.
Yeah.
I can't.
The Goob says animated post Tross Ray Finn and Poe series, and
Oh.
then they say I want that.
You know what?
Yeah.
Nick's
I'll take
right
it.
from that. I just want like Finn and Poe buddy cop to lovers.
Yeah,
Just make that fully canon.
They don't even smooch on screen, but they are wearing wedding rings, and you don't see any other semblance of there being a partner. And so,
screw it.
like, it's
smooch
all...
on screen. We just finished Owl House, where girls
It's
get kissed
true.
on screen. So like, make them.
Oh, Owl House is so good.
Owl House is so good.
Gage says, realize I
Yes,
didn't
love
even
being a
write
terrorist.
the release for Ahsoka. Yeah, we did kind of open up the show with that revelation. So that's the first time Gage has not come in clutch for anything. But I'm pretty sure Gage is going to beat Harith to some kind of D23 announcement because the panel's happening right now. So we have multiple field correspondents. We appreciate you guys.
What are the chances? So tomorrow there's a Kingdom Hearts panel. What are the chances that there's a new Kingdom Hearts with Star Wars in it?
Don't get me
Well,
started.
we've
Don't
had
get me
like
started.
there was
It's
that
happening.
teaser. That's like that thing that we got.
It's happening.
It's gonna be on Endor. We're going
There was
to
a
Endor.
forest
The
and a
movie
river,
Endor.
and it looked like Endor. I'm telling you.
I haven't seen anything about it.
Yeah.
I haven't played any of the
Because I can
games. I did
see-
play a little Sora in Smash Brothers, but that's
Where's Kenny?
I mean, like, I can see it now. Like, we're gonna have Ewok mini games. We're going to go up and have a boss fight with Palpatine and Vader with Luke as Sora. Palpatine's gonna already know about the world between worlds. He's like, I talk to my girl Maleficent all the time. Like, it's gonna happen.
He's so good. It'll be so good.
I do want to see Pops and Maleficent like talking. I think that'd be
Or Palps and Hades,
yeah.
because
Is
it's all-
Sephiroth still a thing?
That would be good.
Oh yeah.
Palpatine's
Like,
like,
we're relegated to like
too
secret
pretty
boss.
for this.
I don't know if he's in 3. So.
Or seeing I don't know, maybe we see Vader get handled by Donald Duck, and we're just like, what?
One of the most powerful characters in Square Enix canon. That Vader
Definitely.
just like who casts like this spell has only been cast by some like a god possessing a character from I think it's Bravely Default.
Bahamut, who is a god.
Who is a god, and then Donald Duck, who just
Who
does
just
it.
passed it.
really?
But
So
yeah.
Gage says Donald casts Zeta Flare.
was so peak.
Jeez.
Yeah. I have.
Could you my Goofy shield?
What's that?
I have. Oh, Goofy Shield. Ooh,
Oh.
yeah. I have a friend. I'm stealing this from a friend.
I was
but-
like, could you imagine like Donald, like Goofy? Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you first.
No, you are. I think.
Nah, you.
I was like, could you imagine like Darth Vader's lightsabers? I think my connection's a little bled, but could you imagine like Darth Vader's lightsaber being blocked by Goofy's shield?
Oh. Oh yeah.
It'd be so good.
There's
a
definitely
friend of mine
there's definitely
is
some
he-
lag there.
He wants it in Clone Wars, and then like Riku could be with Anakin, and like Anakin can learn something from Riku. Sora would be with like Ahsoka, and I forgot who was gonna wind up with Obi-Wan, and then everyone kind of learns. People hang out with kind of their, what's the word I'm looking for, the closest character to them, you know, and they learn lessons from each other, and that would be really cool. And also, I've seen concept
Parallels.
art. Yeah, I've seen concept art of Sora in like he's got like Obi-Wan shoulder pauldrons, and it's like one of those general Jedi outfits. It'd be fire.
Gage says, I think Return of the Jedi is the move if you're going to cross over with Kingdom Hearts Sora. With Kingdom Hearts, Sora is all about talking and redeeming people.
For sure.
Makes sense. Again,
No, he's a
we're
Jedi, like his
newbies.
father before him.
You just see Sora, Donald, and Goofy standing off to the side as Luke is like
When Vader's like,
doing
"Oh,
that scene in the throne
sister."
room at the end of Return.
Yeah, Vader goes, "Oh, sister," and like then we cut, and there's like a big anime reaction shot from Sora, Donald, Goofy.
So apparently Haley Steinfeld, aka Kate Bishop, is there at D23 with Kevin Feige. So, you know, we might be getting her back.
Are we finally getting Young Avengers, even though they'll be like 30 now?
Yeah, we've been waiting for that. Yeah.
Such is the realities of life. Like just watching season 2 of the live action Atla, and like Aang clearly is not that young anymore. But
I gotta catch up
that
on that
happens.
because I'm a big season 1 defender.
What was that?
I gotta catch up on that because I'm a big defender of that show. I think people are too harsh.
No, I mean I love it. I'm a big defender of the most recent live adaptations. I think
Yeah. Mhm.
with Atla, I watched the first live action, then I watched the cartoon.
The movie? We're talking about the movie?
No. The first
Oh.
season of the live action.
Oh,
and then I got into
well,
the
that-
cartoon.
Oh, that's
must have been-
crazy.
That must have been fascinating.
But that's why I similarly defend it, because it is a gateway for new fans to get into the source. And the same
also-
vein as like the live action One Piece. It's like I also started with that, and then I watched the entire anime. So it's like, take it for what it is. It's the adaptations are never going to be a one-to-one. It's never going to give you the same feeling you got watching the source material.
They're
But
not supposed to.
it's
Yeah.
Like
there.
you're not a child watching it for the first time again. You know.
Yeah.
And a lot,
live
they're like,
action
"Oh,
One Piece
this
is
is
so
different.
good."
That is different." And it's like, don't tell me it's different. Like, tell me why the difference is bad. You know?
Oh, you mean
Because,
this
like,
3-season animated show is like has differences when it's 8 episodes in
Yeah.
live action? Oh,
And-
weird.
and they make these choices because you can 1-to-1. Apparently, the How to Train Your Dragon movie was 1-to-1, and you know what that is? Worthless. Like, may as well watch the
I'm so
may as well watch
picky.
the cartoon. If
Did
I'm so
anybody
picky
love
with
the
that.
Lion King?
Yeah,
Never
exactly.
even watched it. The
It's
only
like-
good thing about the Lion King adaptation is that it let us have the Mandalorian with that technology.
But the
Yeah,
live
yeah.
action Atla, like diving in early to show us like how fascistic the Fire Nation is. They really kind of didn't do that in the cartoon until later, and like diving in early to show us like more of these characters. Like I appreciate, even though there were changes I didn't appreciate, they did sand down Katara like to a nubbin. Like I really don't understand why they did that. But it's the differences are the strengths and not the weakness, in my opinion. And you can be like, I like that difference, I didn't like that difference, because
Not a
that's a
happy
worthwhile conversation versus, oh, it was just like like the How to Train Your Dragon. It's just like the cartoon one, but
Yeah.
we got a lanky 27-year-old who kind of looks 17 to be Hiccup, you know.
Speaking of RSC Blues, Obi-Wan Kenobi, shout out to Obi-Wan Kenobi. You might remember these two at Dave and Buster's table.
Yeah.
Let's see, the RSC Blues. Are we
I will
also glad
say-
to have finally met the Dyad in live action? In live action. Jeez.
I'm a big fan of live action June and an Avatar. That was good.
Better. No, I get you.
Also, not a spoiler in any stretch of the imagination, but they did Toph really well.
That's what I'm afraid of. That's kind of why I'm stalling, but hearing that gives me hope. So,
We're talking live action Avatar now, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think
I'm in
there's still some people that still want to catch up with it. So, might want to err on the side of like ambiguity.
I don't know. Like, I have the mindset of like, I already watched Avatar: The Last Airbender. Why do I gotta watch this one? That's kind of where
Yeah.
I'm at with it.
No, and that's not a bad thing to do. I just get tired of hearing people hate on it because it's not the animated version. And you're like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not supposed to be.
I just have very strong opinions about animated things getting live action adaptations because it feels like
is fair.
it feels like
Cash
most
grab.
it feels like most of the time it's just trying to invalidate the animated thing that already exists. Like Disney has been doing that so much and to not a ton of success.
How about them's Moana reviews?
Yeah, I was about to say Moana apparently not good.
But like that live action One Piece, I feel like it's warranted to exist because one, you got people that really love the source material on that, working on it. Oda's very involved in it, so we actually get to have some things like tweaked that could have been tweaked in the original manga. But also One Piece, like it is very long, it is very daunting, which is why it's a good like gateway into like, do you like here? Then there's the rest of this over here.
Yeah, I feel like
I mean,
one of the
I've been
best
telling
things
people, I've been telling people like watch the live action, and then start the animated show from where it ends, because I'm not gonna lie, I struggled through the first part of watching the anime. I mean, it just kind of comes from a different time. It's a lot slower, and I feel like that's,
read the
that's a
whole
way
thing,
to jump in.
So.
Oh yeah.
But I also feel like one of the best things that they could have done with the adaptation for One Piece is they've utilized hindsight well, with a lot of connections and parallels that are kind of and dots that connect themselves like 600 episodes from each other are connected quicker in the live action, because like for the most part, like especially when you know that Oda has talked about those pacing problems and stuff like that, it was the live action was the opportunity for him to kind of be like, hey, this is a connection that exists and you don't really see it until episode 6 or 700, but because it exists and it serves the narrative, we can put it in this early episode, like you know, seeing Bart for the first time, and like knowing that connection exists, or seeing oh my gosh, don't tell me I forgot his name. Seeing the connection between Lebu and Brooks.
And Brooke,
Oh
Brooke,
yeah.
Seeing that, I cried.
Yeah,
I cried
fantastic.
that whole episode.
Awesome.
Fantastic Brooke, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, she's perfect.
And just it's a beautiful the Percy Jackson one is a very good example of what
that has done some drastic changes that I think enhances the story beautifully.
Because nothing adaptation is that word, like you adapt, right? And like nothing exists in a vacuum, and it has been like 15 years since the first Percy Jackson book, right?
God.
Those came out in the early 2000s, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly.
Oh, so 20 something years. Okay.
I was oh God.
Yeah. So times have changed, and like people that are like, oh, this change is cringe. That like Rick Royden made that change, and he was like, with hindsight, I would rather do this now. Because apparently he's heavy-handed in that show, you know.
I remember talking to someone who didn't watch the show yet. I'm like, oh yeah, they did this massive change. I don't want to spoil it, but like they changed around one of the something with the children of the big three, and they were like, well, that change is like that's not good. That's different. I'm like, no. Let's actually think about it. If we're coming into the series like new, that enhances the drama of what we felt when we were reading. Like that's really good.
Exactly, and like. Expecting is especially like this One Piece stuff, this like it's times change, and Avatar is a great example as well. Like a lot of people were mad about the Sokka and oh my goodness, I forgot the Kyoshi warrior's name, the Sokka and Suki thing, and how they like changed that he was like not as outwardly misogynistic and kind of like on the nose misogynistic, but like in the live action, with as little spoilers as possible, they kind of changed it to be like he was posturing, he like clearly was interested in her, and he was peacocking, and then he didn't know what to do when she outshined him, which like in my mind is a much more like 2025 version of misogyny that like a lot of young men Sokka's age who would be watching that would have to unpack themselves. I think that has value. Nothing exists in a vacuum. You're gonna get me started. This Odyssey BS where people are like, that armor's not right, and I'm like,
the
you
live
don't
action
care.
adaptation.
Yeah. You don't care about what armor looks like so long ago that we really actually don't kind of know what armor looks like. That story was so long ago. We don't know what the axe challenge looks like. We know that shoot an arrow through 12 axes. Like, what did that look like? And we have to guess because we really didn't know. And you don't care about that. It's you care, grifter stuff. But
I think another prime example is Invincible too. Like, you read like the early Invincible comics, like it is very much a product of the early 2000s, and it's rough. And I think the show handles and fixes like a lot. Like William, who is like him being gay, is a joke, and him being in the closet is like played for laughs. But then like in the show, it's like, oh no, he's just a gay character, and that's like, yeah, like Robert Kirkman learned, like, yeah, that was a weird thing I did. I'm gonna, like, do better.
Don't want to do that anymore.
I mean, adaptation is like the special editions, the modern version of special editions.
Why have we gotten prequels, special editions? Why have we gotten those deleted scenes from Revenge of the Sith?
See,
a big 3-hour Revenge of the Sith.
I keep pitching that Marvel needs to do that with the Avengers, and then just like edit like Matt Murdock running down an alleyway, or like
Just
put
Matt
like
Murdock.
young Kate Bishop in the window, like we saw, and like do stuff like that just for the heck of it. Like, why not?
I don't know. Is it really needed though?
No, but it'd just be funny.
It'd be funny.
What would a special edition prequels look like? What would George Lucas be so outlandishly like changing about things?
Ahsoka would be at probably like Hollow Table in Revenge of the Sith or something like that.
Absolutely.
Oh, true.
More clones that we see probably in like the show.
Ideally, we'd get that meeting of because I was the deleted Revenge of the Sith scene of like Padme, Bail, the other two names I can't recall. When they like basically like formed the rebellion right then and there. They were like, hey, if things go to crap.
Oh, you talking about Mon Mothma?
Mon Mothma, and the other lady. There was one more lady.
Yeah, there was one more lady. Who is
and they filmed it too.
Same with deleted scenes for I think episode 2 that actually like properly explains the conflicts that happens in that movie.
No, listen.
Because like Dooku's there, I think Padme's there.
Every
Palpatine
time
wants Padme dead.
Every time I talk to like a non-Star Wars fan about episode 2, I just hear myself. I'm like, God, this franchise is stupid. Because I have a friend.
The army was there.
I have a friend who like started the prequels for the first time, and she's like, so Palpatine is the Sith Lord, but he's in the Chancellor, and he wants to kill her, but he doesn't want it to succeed because he's the one. I'm like, just watch it. Watch the lightsabers go brr.
But Palpatine
won't dig too deep.
He doesn't want to do it himself.
Oh, actually, now that I think about it, I've actually answered this question. I think so. I don't know if you guys have seen I haven't talked about it in a video, but I was talking about it at length during Dyad in the Force. But like, I suppose my special edition of the prequels would be to do a TV series about the Phantom Menace. Episode 1 is Attack of the Clones. Episode 2 is the Clone Wars, and episode 3 is Revenge of the Sith, but with less fluff, because you've covered most of it in episode 2. But because like, and I don't know if Choco agrees with me, but like, a lot of episode 1 feels like a serial, and you could cover most of that episodically, and then you get to a portion where episode 1 is kind of sort of like a mix between Anakin's upbringing and the start of the Clone Wars, but then like you get an additional movie, episode 2, about the Clone Wars, so you don't typically would need the Clone Wars series. But that's kind of like my ideal kind of way the prequels would have been released.
I'm trying to
I mean,
like,
yeah, I agree. the Phantom Menace is just such an outlier of a film that it just makes no like. I feel like it. Like maybe a series, but like a series of like vignettes that are like unrelated.
It's my favorite of the prequel trilogy.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I enjoy it. Qui-Gon's in it.
And then of course some episodes to cover Attack of the Clones so that it doesn't feel so, because there's a lot of stuff we like missed, like, and we're jumping back and forth between Obi-Wan, no good, very bad day. And then Anakin and Padme are rolling around in a field, and it doesn't feel paced very well.
Yeah, the pacing on that one is particularly atrocious. Like, everyone says that the Star Wars movies don't have good pacing, which I don't think is true, but you can really feel it in Attack of the Clones.
I'd argue
yeah.
you can feel it in Rise of Skywalker as well. I think that's one of the worst offenders.
Oh yeah.
I mean, both can be true at the same time, right?
Oh yeah.
That's why I said as well.
And Anakin and Padme in particular, like, I feel like going from the meadows where he like shows off a hint of his fascism to her.
Yeah.
And then the next scene, he's like, I know you feel it. This is hard, like, and they're in the fireplace scene, and like suddenly they're aching for each other, and it's been like, she can't deny it, and it's just,
That must be pretty privilege. And you can be just a little bit fascist and still get Padme on the dollar.
I mean, art imitates life a little bit, I guess. Unfortunately.
I feel like we all know some liberal girl who was dating like a far right dude and was like, hey, he's just joking, and you're like, oh
No!
That was a slur he just said. Where's the punchline?
yeah.
Why was that like kind of the plot of Avatar: Fire and Ash?
I haven't seen that yet. I still gotta see it.
That was kind of the plot of that movie a little bit.
And now I'm curious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just couldn't bring myself to. I haven't seen any of them, but outside of the first one.
I could not care less about that series.
I sat in the 4D theater for Way of Water. I sat there for 3 hours while James Cameron threw me around and squirted water in my face.
Nice.
But
to
the
rewind
fireplace scene is peak cinema for the dress alone. I'll agree
Absolutely.
with the dress, but
Although Padme's best outfit was the blue one that she was wearing on Tatooine, followed by the complete N1 from the Attack of the Clones. I'm sorry,
Nice.
I thought it was better when she had the cloak and stuff with it before the midriff rip.
I'm a lake dress purist.
The lake dress is a good one.
Yeah.
dress,
Yeah, it's
That's
iconic.
that's the cream one that goes into like the purple, right?
Yeah.
Is that
Well-
the outfit that she breaks up with? And she tries to break it off with Anakin with?
Oh, that's
the
in the
black
fireplace
one.
when she's in that black
Oh,
thing. Yeah.
shout out to
Diabolical.
Lady of the Lake country.
Nice. I had someone tell me that like they watched the prequels as like not as like sci-fi epics, but as like Regency films. And I think that's such an interesting way to like go about them and kind of view them through that lens instead.
I mean, if they were terrible Regency films,
Because also going back to like as a
I'm
series, we need to
imagining-
start.
Sorry.
we need to start before and learn about Dooku. We need to
Yeah.
like watch Dooku leave
Yeah.
the Order, and because he kind of he just shows up in episode 2. God, Dooku's
Every
just political
every
ideas.
movie introduced an entirely different villain, and yeah, so that could be set up. I feel like again, like let's say we. All right, I'm gonna. Episode 1 needs to be 3 or 4 separate vignettes of things happening kind of concurrently. We get a story on Naboo. We get a story that way. Them switching main characters all the time makes sense, and then we can do a whole story on with what's going on with the Jedi Order, and then so when we jump to episode 2, we already have a little bit of a history. We know Yaddle's missing. We can tie in all of that stuff, and yeah, I just think it'd be great.
I was so excited. I was like, "Oh, cool! We're gonna see Yaddle. She might make it to like past Order 66." And like, "Oh, she saw Palpatine. She can't make it."
She wasn't on the
Same thing
council.
with
Somebody
Fives.
took her place.
It's like, oh, like I still love that. It's part of why I think Palpatine's my favorite Sith. Like, he just went to Fives and went, all right, so here's the whole deal. I'm like, I'm a Sith Lord. It's good, and no one's gonna believe you.
Congratulations, you figured it out. Now,
And he's like, why are you telling me this? Because no one's ever gonna know.
Like, it's so good.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
I also think that's why Shakti had so many deaths.
I
pretty
I think
privileged.
George just has problems.
I just started replaying through the Force Unleashed for like nostalgia too, and I just
Oh god,
The
her
many deaths
outfit,
of
her
Shakti.
outfit in Force Unleashed.
I will say it's bad, but she's voiced by Wonder Woman, and that's so sick.
Yeah. Oh, and she has one of the hardest. Like, I think all the time about like the Sith always betray one another, but you'll learn that soon enough.
Yeah.
Non
Also,
sequitur. I want to point to like, go back to Rebel ScumCon really quick to after our panel where we saw this community's bright highlight in live action, where we ended the panel and Justin went up to someone that disagreed with our panel and said, "I disagree," and then they started
Disagree.
talking, and then they were friends, and that's the whole point.
He was
of
in a
this.
baller Revan cosplay too.
Yeah.
Okay, but that was magical. Having someone dressed as Revan be normal. I don't. Yeah.
Well,
it
it's
was
it's
cool.
easy to have a Revan profile picture. It's you got to like actually be dedicated to make a Revan costume.
And then you have to show up to the con too, right?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
That's why like for the most part, like fans that go to cons are the most normal people, right? Because they're willing to spend the money to be a part of and participate in the community.
They go outside, they
Yeah.
touch grass, they interact with other people.
It's a different kind of freak, but you're not going to necessarily have a bad time if it's a small enough con.
Yeah. But that was a great experience. I think they weren't present for when we went over the fact that hard deterministic free will didn't exist.
Yeah.
Whoa. Do we care? I think this is official. Yeah. I mean, we were talking about Kingdom Hearts earlier. Apparently, Coco's going to be a world in Kingdom Hearts 4.
Ooh.
Coco. Oh,
Hey,
Coco. That's gonna be
nice.
cool.
Oh,
yeah,
Coco.
Yeah, Coco. Also, we got a first look at Incredibles 3. Oh, I kind of called this. I knew this was incredible. The main villain will be a bad superhero, and I kind of called that's the only way they could go.
Interesting.
I've tuned out.
Oh, not a fan of Incredibles?
No, I'm not a fan of. To quote a podcast I was listening to, is the most brilliant way to put it. What if Superman was evil? Is the Cybertruck of superheroes?
Okay, not okay. I think
Oh.
that only works for super. As someone who has Superman tattoo, I don't mind evil superheroes. It's just Superman who I think has been like overdone. That's why I'm glad we're crapping on Injustice in today's day and age.
Yeah, yeah. I can't. And Incredibles 2 kind of disappointed me. So
Really interesting.
it felt like we went from thing to thing, and there wasn't much of a plot. You know.
Kingdom Hearts animated series coming to Disney Plus.
Hey,
What?
yo. Hey,
That
yo.
sounds awesome.
Kingdom Hearts the series coming soon to Disney Plus.
I think that might be my gateway
I gotta.
that I've been wanting.
Pep, I don't know how to explain to you that it might, unless it's supposed to be like super new person friendly, that will be one of the worst places to jump in. You have to start with Kingdom Hearts 1 and then you play the rest in release order. They're all on one thing now, aside from
Also,
mobile games, which is
Kingdom
still...
Hearts 4 coming out later next year in 2027. We officially have the year.
We'll see.
Dang.
We'll see about that.
Is
But
that
like, if you want to get into it, start with 1, and then like they're all in the whole thing. Just you want to go in story order because Nomura is a pantser, and like so like some people like started when 3 came out, they just played 3, and like they were very like, you can't complain about being confused because you jumped into like the 16th entry of the franchise.
I'm gonna say
that's
right
true.
now.
I've heard similar from Kenny when he called in about I think we were doing like the Force and how it pertains to, or how it kind of meshes with the lore of Kingdom Hearts.
I also gotta say, skip Chain of Memories. Don't touch Chain of Memories. You don't need to play Chain of Memories.
Everything is important, unfortunately.
Just read the notes. Just watch a recap. Don't ever play the game.
Does the collection have Rechain of Memories, or is it just?
It has Rechain of
It
Memories.
does.
It has the
Okay.
3D
Okay.
version, not the.
And this is what makes people have a hard time with like Star Wars. Is you're
How's
like,
it going,
okay,
Nico?
so I have to quit my job so that I can play through like 300 hours of content, so I can know what's happening.
Well, here's the thing: we have Zero Company and Galactic Racer also that's coming, and so like our slate is super.
I'm gonna have to. I've been kind of ignoring the games. I'm still not done with Survivor. I know what happens though, because I saw the twist villain coming when we met them. But
see, I was shipping them, so I was like, they're gonna love each other.
I mean, no, I still do anyway. I don't care that it's.
We can have a polycule going on. It's fine.
Also, yet another guy that's in Star Wars like 3 times because he's Admiral Rampart and he's Bode.
I remember. I remember playing that, and like Choco texted me like, "Play it as fast, the story as fast as you can," and I'm like, "Okay," and like. I get it. I'm like, there's still a lot of game left. I wonder, like, what's gonna happen. Oh.
But speaking of the new games, I am gonna have to pick up Zero Company because Vic Michaelis is in it.
Yes.
And
yes, I love Vic Michaelis, and they're a Twi'lek. Oh my god.
And I love them, and I might not be okay if their Twi'lek is hot.
Kind of a segue.
Oh no!
It's a Twi'lek. The only ones that are allowed to be ugly are the men, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's so true.
How do you say if? It's just Vic with Leku. There's no possible way that's not hot.
Bit of a segue with like Star Wars and like TTRPG adjacent stuff because Vic drop out Dimension 20. If you're excited for the Star Wars Dungeons and Dragons crossover, don't.
No.
We don't want that. We don't
turn 5.5e into what they're doing with Magic the Gathering.
Don't
okay?
do it.
We have Star Wars 5e, and that system is fun.
I don't like Star Wars 5e.
I argue, and we're doing our session 2 tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific live. I argue that the Starheart frame from Daggerheart is really good for Star Wars, particularly because it's narrative friendly and it's collaborative friendly. So like, and I'll send links out for you guys if you're interested. But like, just in session 1 alone, like it's such a great system for allowing the story to build around people's choices rather than like a GM presenting the story and then the players reactive to it and then the GM reacts. I think Daggerheart is a great system, and Starheart in particularly the homebrew makes it complementary to Star Wars. So anyone that wants to do Star Wars with Daggerheart, I would recommend Starheart.
Also, content aside, we just don't futz with Wizards of the Coast.
The
CEO of Hasbro is somehow top 5 most evil CEOs, and he owns a toy company. Like, how does that happen?
I mean, I feel like that's built in. Like it's one of those things where you're like,
you love Daggerheart in this piece.
People are kind of twisted when they own certain things, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Also, maybe we can start planning. Now that Rebel Scum Con is an official stop for the Dyad community, maybe we can plan a Daggerheart one-shot that we could play in person at the next Rebel Scum Con.
I'm there.
I'd be willing to learn it to do that. Yeah.
I'm there.
It's such a fun system. The fear, I love that combat is not like turn. It's more of like a game of tug of war between GMs and players. It's so just like collaborative. Like Daggerheart's such a beautiful system. And I'm so excited to play more of it.
And what you were talking about, Pep, is why I think like the cannon system that has like the success dice and the explosion die, like none of that is conducive to like what you were talking about of like, no, we're trying to tell a story here, because it's like especially with how it does the Force.
I
Oh,
disagree.
I hate it.
I disagree strongly. I love the Fantasy Flight game system because I think a dice pool is so cool because it has that narrative thing of just like, you know, well, explosion as kids on like it has your successes, your threats, and they each kind of like blend together. I think the Force die is so cool because like you get the light side points and the dark side, and success can still lead to your corruption. I think Fantasy Flight games really had something cool. They didn't have Star Wars 5e happened and Dimension 20 used it, and I was like, well, they're not going to use that anymore.
We are biased in the fact that we did actually do a one shot with you,
yes,
in the Star Wars universe. But I will say, in response to that, I think Daggerheart is even better. So it's not to like knock Star Wars 5e. But Daggerheart with the hope and fear mechanic, it's like to tell you that I could use Vapod like in such a mechanically sound way where I roll and succeed with fear, but also I have a mechanic that lets me exploit that fear, like Mace Windu, was like such a cathartic moment in all of like my TTRPG experience, which is not a lot, but still very substantial at least in doing it for Star Wars. It's such a great system.
I think Daggerheart is much better for Star Wars than 5e and 5.5e. That's my personal take.
Yeah. Lord Goop says Star Wars Explained is using some different system for their TTRPG. It's called Teens in Space. And I do also recommend that. We were actually talking to them during the weekend about their aspirations to do tabletop, and they've been doing it for like 10 plus years, but
nice.
Now they're doing the content. They announced it and released it on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, the new channel Hyper Dice. So if you guys want to go follow that, they are releasing, I think their episode 1 and 2 is out, or maybe just their episode 1, but it's super fun.
That's good to know, and keep that in my pocket. I like
the Daggerheart system, but the way that Alex GMs with Teens in Space, it's still very collaborative. It's still very fun, and Star Wars is a game where Star Wars is like it's a vessel that does well when the narrative beats are not something that you can like get to in a queue. Do you know what I mean? Like initiative, for example. It's something that you need to kind of back and forth with your GM and kind of like collaborate. And I think Teens in Space is like it's kind of a similar way, but they just have like a bunch of skills that they're good at, and then they get like either a D10 or a D10
is it the same as like?
Good at.
Is it the same as like Kids on Bikes and Kids on?
Yeah, it's the same.
I know that. It's the dice where it's like you have you're good at your D4. Like the type of dice you have decides how good you are at a skill.
Yeah.
D20s never stop blowing up. I think is an adaptation of Kids on Bikes.
Yes,
they like Brennan kind of made.
Never stop blowing up, and mischief and magic, and I believe the horny Inside Out they did with Freddie Wong.
Oh yeah.
Mentopolis. Yes, that one was also I think Kids on Bikes, or that system at least.
The horny Inside Out is great.
That's what it was.
You're so right though. Yeah.
The only thing we need to decide now is whether or not Choco and I are going to co-GM that table at Rebel ScumCon next year, or if we can find a GM that's willing to do it for us that is going to be in attendance next year.
I don't know if I'll be there.
I'm a big proponent of Fabula Ultima, and they have a techno fantasy book for like extra stuff. So like,
nice.
World's your oyster.
Brennan is calling.
Malik, though, do you want to share any interesting news?
It's some of it I can't talk about, but I may be meeting some really cool people at PAX Unplugged for some really cool opportunities. I can't say the name.
Are you like super excited or drunk?
I'm super excited.
Okay,
I can tell
first one then the other.
I can take one. I can talk about one off of like a public forum, but like but the other one, I'll be at PAX Unplugged doing my first live shows and panels. Still subject to PAX's crazy schedule, but I've been cast in some things, and I'm very excited. One of them being Jurassic Park, and I cannot wait to play that in front of a crowd. But the other one is a meeting that's going to happen with some people that I can't talk about yet.
You're meeting Deborah Ann Wool.
No, but that would be cool.
Does she
I'd
like
like to
Star
talk
Wars?
about D&D with her.
Does she like Star
great.
Wars as much as she likes D&D?
I don't
wonder.
know.
I would be surprised if she doesn't.
Yeah.
Also, give Tales from Wood Creek like a watch too, because that is super innovative in terms of like actual play, because it's like an actual play, like a stage play, actual play. And if you haven't seen Tales from Wood Creek, they're essentially playing tabletop, but they are the environments were built out. They're in the environments that they're playing in. Like the first episode is them in like a classroom, and like that whole the entire set is built, and the players are in the class, and the only time it's kind of like a uncanny valley, or like you get brought out, is when they have to roll. But essentially they're like actors and inside this story that's kind of like a stage play. It's cool.
Yeah, they just announced too they're bringing back Will and Lae'zel for an adventure. They're going up north, and Will and like Theo Rossi and Devorah Wild, who's already a member of that cast, will be playing like Will and Lae'zel with and they'll be going on an adventure in like what's the north called? Icewind Dale. Yes, they'll be in Icewind Dale. Yes.
We'll get some screen time for a change.
I'm holding out hope. If the Astarion prequel novel does really good, all 6 Origin characters will get a prequel novel. And that's my hope.
It will be, because T. Kingfisher rocks.
I've heard
Love
a lot
her
of good
stuff.
things about that author, but I need that book to succeed, and then they'll go, because we're also getting the Dark Horse comic series, which we know is going to be about Karlach at least. And then of course we're getting the HBO series, which is going to be after the game.
I had forgotten about that.
Yeah, I don't know why we're getting that.
You know why.
Well, yeah, I know why, but like...
Me and a friend were thinking about like cursed castings, and like Lin-Manuel Miranda as Raphael.
Don't.
Sorry, his song would be so bad. No.
Well, now that's my cue to bring it back to my favorite character, Shadowheart. If you haven't seen Critical Role's Shadowlands Daggerheart campaign,
Yes.
with her, she's playing a
Semia.
a ranger.
She is a ranger, yes.
That's also a great one.
Yeah.
Also,
she's
if you want some official Daggerheart, Acquisitions Incorporated is one of my favorite live plays. OG. And they swapped to Daggerheart, and they're awesome.
If you're also looking for more Daggerheart content, I've got a couple streams and shows happening. That you should
Share them with us.
Not to plug my own stuff, but I got some Daggerheart
This
content
isn't
on the way.
Twitch where you can't like plug yourself. What do you got going on? This camera.
Oh, cool. So we just had that stream not too long ago where Daggerheart charity benefit, ran a game, raised some money for migrant families. That should be available via VOD somewhere. I have a Daggerheart 5 Banners Burning game from that campaign frame, which is really cool. I love 5 Banners Burning as a setting. It's so great. There was another project that was in the works, but I don't know if I can talk about that yet. A lot of stuff happening. And then there is a I did have a Call of Cthulhu actual play come out. What's I forgot the name of it, but it's Bridgerton but with cosmic horror. It gets horny, there's tentacles, people die. It's great. all black cast as well.
Very nice. Well, congratulations to you for all of everything that's happening. So
it
you
kind of started with you guys, though.
Ann.
I was telling him over and over again. Listen, you should do this. It's cool. No, you're killing it. You're killing it.
I was just saying I wouldn't like. It's not impossible for me to be in the same like circles as Deborah if this goes well.
I mean, you might find yourself on Critical Role.
I gotta text Pep like, all right, here's Deborah like on the phone. You gotta talk to this guy.
FaceTime me. Or video call me as it is on Android.
Are you even gonna talk? Or are you just gonna be in like complete shock when you see her? Just like
I'll have an entire video that has pre-planned my conversation with Deborah Anwell. So if I am in shock, I'll just press play on it.
You'll be like I don't know if you know the saga of Jesse Cox flirting with oh goodness. Oh, I forgot her name. I feel so bad. She was founded Geek and Sundry.
Oh, Felicia Day.
Felicia Day, yes. Yeah. Yeah, she was on their podcast and it was a joke. It was like a joke that he's thirsty for her, and then he flirted with her and she turned him down handily.
Crazy.
But it was all a bit.
I would do that for Deborah and Becca Scott.
Oh, Becca Scott. That's a choice.
Is it?
That's a good choice.
Becca's great.
Mm-hmm.
It's a natural choice. It's an organic.
I mean, this is like kind of unrelated, but there's no better chemistry than when Kiki Palmer went on Hot Ones.
Kiki is a fantastic person.
She's great. Me and my girlfriend went to go see that I Love Boosters. She's such a cool actress.
Lord Goob asks, what's the channel for all this TTRPG content?
Multiple ones: Streaming Rainbow, Game Master Monday, Hilarity Saves RPG, Dungeon Dropouts. I'm on a lot of crap right now.
I mean, be on a lot of crap,
Yeah, well, it's not crap, not in the negative sense, but there's so much stuff I'm working on. I have a recording next Wednesday, and I'm like, oh boy.
Get on it, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
We gotta get another project going eventually.
Listen, I'm here. Especially if you're gonna do a Daggerheart something. I don't care if it's Starheart or Daggerheart, But ever since the introduction of this game, like, I have been so enthralled and just like chomping at the bits to do anything Daggerheart related when it comes to like tabletop anything.
They also announced like their new they teased some of the stuff upcoming for Daggerheart, and they confirmed we're getting a romantasy setting, and we're getting we're getting something called they labeled it as post-apocalypse but with taxes, and that's all they'll say, and it's like, what does that mean?
Acquisitions Incorporated.
Also, I got the first GM screen they've made for Daggerheart as well. It's really cool.
Very nice.
Cool. It's only 3 panels, which I kind of hate that, but it's still a really pretty GM screen.
I mean, honestly, if you want to start talking about a project, then, and I know it's too far out to even schedule this, but come on, man, come to Rebel Scum Con, be our GM for this actual play.
I would love that, but I also just moved into a new place, and I'm trying to save up for another new place with my girlfriend. So stuff is wild right now. But I would love to try to figure something out. Get to Rebel Scum Con. But yeah, again, like, I want to try to fit in Gen Con as well, because that's the other big TTRPG one, and a lot of people I know go to that one. But yeah, no, it's just a crazy time.
Yeah, super busy. I know we're sitting here trying to like brace ourselves for any Star Wars related content. I do want to kind of put out the feelers there, though. If anybody is like running late, anybody has a hard out or anything like that.
I don't think so.
I'm all right. I don't gotta work tomorrow.
What about you, Choco?
I mean,
at least until the end of this panel.
Yeah.
I will say.
No, if we're finishing anytime soon, we're good.
Yeah.
I will say the Percy Jackson panel is up right now, so you may hear me scream if they announce like season 4 or something.
They tell us who's playing Jason, and it's still a white man.
It would be so funny if Jason is still white.
You would see. That's the thing, though. Like, I wouldn't hate it though, because like Jason does have the energy of a white kid. So
No, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Exactly why.
It would have to be. It would have to be.
Because of his whole vibe, it would still be really funny.
Yeah.
I would not mind if they changed it, but it'd be really funny if he was still white.
if they cast Leo Valdez, I may hear my girlfriend scream from downstairs.
I might perish on the spot.
Valdez.
Have you seen the set photos of like Nico and Bianca? Like they're literally babies. Like that's a child, and they're
As
about
they should
to
be.
they're about to fucking destroy them.
Yep.
You know, I kind of felt bad because I didn't watch all of the show, and then we interview Charlie Bushnell, and I was like, I want to know a
That's
little
right,
bit
because he's in
about
Maul
Luke.
Shadow Lord.
Yeah.
And the not so great announcement. We got our first look at Lilo and Stitch, the live action 2 with Angel, the girl Stitch.
Really?
They really are doing that. Oh my
Yeah,
Apparently, Lilo and Stitch live action did really well, despite all the colonization that was in that movie.
Yeah, apparently did really well.
Honestly, I think the everything surrounding watching the box office performance for any movie is just kind of like dead on arrival. You really can't tell what is going to do well.
Yeah. Because the D&D movie didn't, it didn't do well by like
really good.
most metrics.
It was really good.
But it was so good, and then it started doing great on Netflix in China.
Fast and Furious did nothing,
Yeah.
and now look at it.
And we need another D&D movie.
Please adapt Waterdeep.
We're-
That would be
Waterdeep
funny.
Dragon
We're getting that TV show on Paramount Plus.
Oh. But it's not going to be those characters.
Oh, Paramount Plus, God.
No, it's not those characters. Yeah, but I don't. So like, here's the thing. Like, I don't mind it as long as like, I think D&D works best if we are getting like a different party. Like, if I wanted a sequel to that movie, I would want a different party.
I disagree. And here's my pitch. And you didn't get to hear it. All that party, because they basically like locked into their classes and they're like level 2 or 3 now. Waterdeep Dragon Heist with that party. And then we get to like highlight all like 4 of the villains. We get to highlight Volo. We touch on a lot of the yawning portal and the proprietor of the yawning portal.
Jarlaxle having the Xanathar.
I don't think you can do all 4 villains in one movie.
Well,
properly.
get rid of the Devil family. We don't care about that.
No, that's my favorite one. What the hell?
We just have different opinions.
We can drop Manchun. We can absolutely drop
Actually, yeah.
Manchun.
No, I like
Manchun.
Manchun.
So funny enough, Manchun was the one I ran, and I liked playing Manchun because I liked doing like. I was doing essentially what Secret Invasion should have been, and like it was because like they generally couldn't tell like, oh crap, who do we trust? Like anyone could be anyone, and like that was really fun to play around with. So I think Manchun would be cool. Honestly, like hot take, I would drop Jarlaxle.
I mean, Jarlaxle has a lot of potential just in general for the inner party play. With
Jarlaxle can
with that
show up
stuff.
and maybe not be the villain.
I like
it like that, yeah.
I love explaining to people, oh, he's related to Minthara, and they're like, what? And like, yeah, he's related to Minthara.
But like, the Xanathar is the correct choice if you're gonna pick that for a movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very
but Jarlaxle can show up and he'll be played by
Shout out to Crafting on Ilum in the chat. Says Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift has my heart.
Oh, has my heart.
That's my favorite of the Fast and Furious, and we quote that on the regular.
Nice.
Drift.
Oh,
what do you mean? Drift.
Wait a minute. And, well, hold on. They also say popping in to say hey and then bye. That's not fair. what I'm gonna need you to do is I'm gonna need you to pop that e-brake and power over.
Power over.
I will say one of my mutuals is working on something really cool. Some people here might find interesting, but she's working on a Daggerheart frame, but it's Barbie World from the Barbie movie, and she's calling it Barbie Heart, and like they're going on like
awesome.
adventure. They're going on adventures as like I don't know if they're doing a full on actual play of it, but like they're working on the setting. And they're going on adventures as Barbies and Kens in the Barbie world and the Daggerheart system. I think that's so
that sounds
funny.
Awesome.
Yes, everything's pink. I'm like, oh, that's so good. I'm like, what would my Ken be? Like,
I would just be the Ken from the movie.
I kind of want to play Alan just as a pick. Everyone forgets I'm there constantly.
So another one of our field correspondents is sending trailers now. They have a Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, and they also have a Percy Jackson trailer.
Oh no!
What do so?
It'd be for season 3, right? Because we got season 3 confirmed, or would they even be
season 3?
It's
Yeah, we already got
it's
we already got a
season
little
3
look at it at the end of season 2 because we saw them at like the prom.
Yeah. Oh man. God,
We
so much is about to go down in this.
We know
story.
that we also know that Daphne Keene is going to play Artemis, which is crazy. And I forgot the guy they cast as Atlas, but they said like he's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like Walker was tweeting about how fun it was to work with him. Yeah.
Excited. Too many good things.
Yeah.
How are we gonna watch it all?
I'm just so
Very
interested.
carefully.
Yeah. Where is and then we got Lanterns. The DCU's coming back because Lanterns this Sunday, and that's getting rave reviews right now. Everyone's saying that.
I find myself so
Yes.
fascinated with that, even though I don't care about DC as much as other stuff. But like, you're
I
like
saw-
buddy cop Lanterns, and it's Jon Stewart, and and I'm
But I
like,
also
well, I'm
saw,
in then.
and I don't want to name drop this name, but I saw a thumbnail from Grace, who was putting forth the idea that perhaps Lanterns was going to save Gunn's DC.
Save it? Was it in?
I mean,
peril?
I don't subscribe to that framing, but to say the implications of that headline being that it was positively like received.
that even the grifters like it. They
No,
like-
I mean, I think they're gonna be all over. What's his name from Rebel Ridge? Aaron Pierce.
Oh,
They're,
yes.
Aaron Pierre.
Oh,
That's
Pierre.
Mufasa.
Yeah.
They're still gonna be They're still gonna be riding the diversity like outrage on that for sure.
I cannot engage with like DCU. Like I'm just enjoying it. I can't engage with like conversations like on Twitter with it because like I have people telling me like, well, why isn't James Gunn's 1 year of content matching like the 20 years or 10 years plus years we've had with the MCU? I just don't understand how we can't match them right now. He's had a whole year to match their 10 years. I just don't understand. I'm like, do you hear the words coming out of your mouth?
We are matching the energy because if you actually take the timeline, Superman was pretty good. I heard Supergirl was meh. That's what I heard, but that's
I
the
like
hearsay.
Supergirl.
But like you look at early MCU, it was like hit miss, miss, hit.
And then, like,
You
That's the
know?
revisionist history they like to
Yeah.
cling to. Is like they take what they felt with Infinity War and Endgame, or even the first Avengers, and they're like, see, like Phase 1, everything was like, this was like heavenly, right? And then
No.
these new stories
No,
are
well,
mid,
well,
and she's like, no, it's just like
I was-
another build up.
Remember
I
how
was
much
in the-
people didn't like Thor 1?
I was
do.
I
was
Thor
in
1.
the
I
in the-
didn't like it.
I was in the trenches fighting for the Incredible Hulk. I swore by Incredible Hulk, and everyone like crapped on my favorite Phase 1. I was like, no, it's good. Back off.
Oh,
Probably the only one that watched it because like it really exploded with Iron Man.
Yeah.
Nemo in the chat says Supergirl was better than Incredible Hulk.
Yeah,
I
agreed.
I love Supergirl, but like Incredible Hulk is my favorite Phase 1 movie. Like I can't go that far.
Okay.
Like, yeah, no, it's
No, I
oh,
like
man.
Supergirl.
I'm excited to see more of Millie too, and Man of Tomorrow next year. I'll tell you what me and Eggy have been gushing over, those Clayface like trailers.
Oh, Clayface. When I was
looks
like,
good.
okay, and then I heard that Mike Flanagan wrote the screenplay, and I was like, I'm in.
Yeah,
Give it.
yeah, Gunn said like the practical effects have made him like turn away. It's like he gets him
Yeah.
very squeamish. It gets him squeamish, and like we saw the one bit where like his eyelids are drooping into his eye. He has to like cut through his eyelids on a plane. I'm like, oh, that's awful. That's horrible.
Yeah.
I just
But yeah.
love how like seriously horror it looks so far.
Yeah. I will be watching it through my fingers probably, but I'm gonna watch it.
Oh, you don't like horror movies, or at least you
I
scared?
like horror. Body horror is rough. Gore is rough. I love
Body-
horror movies. but-
Yeah, body horror
Then
can
you like
be a lot.
you like Megan, right?
I
I
haven't
love the
seen
Megan
Megan yet.
movies. I don't care.
I haven't seen Megan yet, but I've heard they're good.
They
Megan
are really
wa-
good.
I'll watch
Megan
anything
one's
Mike Flanagan did, because Mike Flanagan did the Fall of the House of Usher Netflix. He did the
Haunting of Hill House, I think
Haunting
he
of
did,
Hill,
and
Haunting
then
of Hill
also
House
Midnight
adaptation,
Mass.
which was fantastic.
Hold on.
I watched.
Spooky
I watched
in the
a
chat.
good. I watched
Says,
most.
I had my first kiss watching Incredible Hulk.
So does that make it a good movie or a bad movie? Was it a good first kiss or a bad
This
movie?
does demand context for sure.
Yeah.
I had my first makeout session with Thor: Dark World.
The only good thing about
When I
that
dated
movie.
a girl, like we first had our first like passionate kiss when we were dating when we went to go see Thor: The Dark World. That was like Chris
Oh,
Hemsworth's
God.
arms.
You were so not into that movie that you just had to be into each other.
So like here's the thing, she wanted to kiss, but I was into the movie, so like she kissed me, and I'm like one eye trying to watch
baby,
the movie.
relax.
I'll let you
Babe,
finish, but
Babe,
I'm like-
the makeup session was great, but
I'm
I'll
like-
tell you about the
I'm
Five
like-
Nights at Freddy's lore.
I'm like, baby, that's Galactic. That's the Guardians of the Galaxy. That's the Collector. I gotta see what's happening, man. He's got the Infinity Stone. Hold
That
on.
makes me feel so old because my first kiss, the MCU didn't even exist.
Ooh.
The
I
prequels
almost
didn't
had
even exist.
my first kiss was almost during Transformers 2, but I said no.
With the really racist robots?
Yeah, I was like 12-ish when that movie came out.
Listen, we don't do much reading.
Oh.
Literally named Skids and Mudflap. Oh man.
I'm so glad
mean-
that was not when I had my first kiss. It almost happened, but I dodged a
I went to the
bullet.
movies with my girlfriend, and that was the movie. Her brother was sitting next to us. Oh God!
Oh my
You're
goodness.
14? Okay.
I
That's-
can't
that's
think
the
of
age that needs a
worst
chaperone,
situation
I
to
guess.
be in when you
Yeah.
you kiss. I mean, there's obviously more. There's obviously worse situations, but like, I could never. I don't care how I feel. I could never like do anything in front of like a sibling or a parent.
Oh, we got our first look at the Bluey movie. Oh, dude. Yeah, it's
I-
gonna be.
Give
Sorry,
it,
go ahead.
Yeah.
give it to me.
I want that.
I want that. I want you.
That movie's been in like limbo for a little bit, so I'm
Yeah,
excited to have more Bluey content.
It's gonna be in 3D as well, though. Looks like 3D animated. But yeah,
Bluey?
no, it looks very.
You
cute.
and your yellow wife.
Oh my god! You saw Erica's video of her reacting to that and like her Bluey onesie. Like, what the heck, Luke?
I don't care if Justin's not gonna come with me. I'll go see that movie in theaters by
No,
myself.
I would. Why would I not go with you?
I don't know.
I love Bluey.
Bluey got me through a couple of really hard nights. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's a very sweet show. My girlfriend loves it. I watch it whenever she has it on. I'm like, oh, I see why this is like really cool.
I mean, everybody has their cope. You know what I like to do?
Yeah.
I like to take a Costco chicken, put on some nitrile gloves, and break it down. It's very therapeutic.
is
you know.
that like legit a thing? That sounds like something.
I mean, like
that sounds
sensory stuff with your hands.
Huh,
Right?
gotcha. It sounds like something you do on like a stream or something for money.
You just
Hey,
get
one of those
some
fancy
really
microphones.
high quality microphones.
Yeah. The one with the
audio's
two sides,
golden.
the two ears.
There's
Yeah.
an audience for everything, but no, I mean like.
Not on YouTube. They took down a lot of ASMR streamers.
But you know, every once in a while, when I do get a Costco chicken, rotisserie chicken, it just like you know how some people like to just cut it up and eat it, but like I like to just break it down with my hands and you know.
Bare hands? Getting the grease all over it?
No, I said I had nitrile gloves on and stuff.
Okay, you put your gloves on. Okay.
Yeah, man. Whenever you handle meats, don't
You
gotta
got
have your token black
chicken.
gloves on.
It's so true. They're downstairs right now.
Costco chicken ASMR 1? Never.
I can't do ASMR. Maybe it's like an ADHD thing. I know it skeeves me out. I can't do it.
Can't do it.
It depends. Like, I don't think I would be. It depends on how they're doing it because, like, yeah, I don't like a lot of the extra sounds, and if they're too breathy, that bothers me a lot.
Yeah, it feels like they just make everything sound moist, and I don't like it.
Yeah, you
I
used
don't
the bad
like
word.
that.
You used the
Right.
bad word.
There's nothing wrong with the word
that
moist.
I agree with. I can't do the moist sounds. I do like these sounds.
The taps, the tippy taps are fun.
Yeah.
Sure.
Or,
I don't know, I just feel like-
Or if someone has
this.
a thocky keyboard. Yeah,
Oh.
someone's got a thocky keyboard. Love that.
My friends, I don't know why, my girlfriend and like a lot of my sapphic friends have the same ASMR thing they love, where it's like when a girl whispers slightly mean things to you, and I'm like, are you guys okay?
Yeah, no,
I
that
like
sounds
whispers,
like
but
a
that,
therapy,
that
a need for
qualifier
therapy.
is-
Okay, but listen, I know that of those two things, the part that you don't like is the whisper. You still like the mean things part.
Yeah.
I don't know, because it's like high school bully girl mean, and it's
Wait, picture it, Carlax VA.
But I don't like Carlac. I don't like Carlac when she's mean to me. I like Carlac because
she's mean to you.
I don't know. I like Carlac because she's nice to me. How do you know I like Carlac so much, by the way?
I think they just got your number, bro.
Your whole vibe.
My whole vibe, like, yes, is the Carlac Funko Pop sitting next to my plaque on my bookshelf that says Carlac approves downstairs? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
have
you're
the
talking
Carlac
you're talking to
t-shirt.
Justin. I know because we
Yeah.
spent
No,
nights in
hold on.
the voice
Oh, yeah,
channel.
no.
You were just
Yeah.
like, oh, Carlac.
No, Pep
Yeah.
said Shadowheart, and he didn't need to. I knew that as well.
Why?
No, okay. Now, for me, it's less mean, but I wouldn't be opposed to evil because the Dirge playthrough, the announcer. I mean,
yeah.
Do you know
They kick it up a lot.
You know she changes her narration for each of the origin characters, so she sounds
Yeah.
different for like Shadowheart and Dirge and everyone.
Yeah.
Also,
Listen,
I had a
do
friend.
I do like Shadowheart, but I had a thing with Lae'zel too. You can't make assumptions.
And that doesn't
I-
surprise me either.
I let
Mommy Menthar.
I let Gale turn me into a fidget spinner, and then like 5 of them showed up, and I was like, "Whoa, okay, I guess we're doing this."
There's no shame coming in with these call-outs, by the way. Justin's just saying like it is.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
no,
I know,
absolutely.
I'm aware. I even still like I have no shame on the internet.
Also, it takes one to know one when it comes to a car like girly.
Yeah,
So.
no.
So
I
who was the Asterian person between the two of you?
Oh. Nobody.
No, I'm
wasn't-
not. I'm not
I-
staring
Tyrion is
really.
massively overrated in my
I
opinion.
I like Astarion. I walked up to Neil Newbin at a con and I was like, "Hi, I let you drink so much of my blood." and he like put his arm around me and was like, "Can I swear on here like properly? Is that okay?" It's like
Yeah,
he,
yeah.
he put his arm around me and said, "This guy's totally fucking bloodless." I was like, "Oh my god." He's so
Makes
cool.
Yeah, I like
But,
Neil Newbon more than I like Asterion.
I will
I
say
think
the
that's pretty cool.
the Astarion scene where like you meet him out in the woods, he does the ha 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 like Twilight thing with like no shirt, and then like you could like offer your neck to him. I'm like, all right, this is peak. Like as a bisexual, like this is pretty solid.
All right, so
This
who
is
were your
gourmet.
guys' romance then?
I haven't played the game, but I'm definitely a Gale girly.
Okay,
I like Karlach. Unsurprising.
Yeah,
because she's mean to you, or
No,
Karlach's not mean to you
because she's nice. She's really
is.
nice, actually.
no, she's not.
No,
Bro, the
Lae'zel
first
is
time
mean.
you-
Lae'zel's the
Oh,
only one that's
mean, yeah.
mean, but
no? But
Karlach
the
is
first time you meet Carl,
actually really sweet and bubbly and likes to dance.
Yeah.
I think she warms up to you like immediately. No
I
pun
know,
allowed
but
to
that's
be-
but that first encounter, you know what? You're either a half chub person or a full chub person.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so we are allowed to be, because I was about to say, no, I was in love when I heard in her voice, God, I want to ride you till you see stars, and I was like, oh, okay. Me too. Me too, babes.
I think one of my favorite. I love when you first kiss her and like she still has like the fire going on, and then she like burns your face. She's like, "I'm so sorry." I'm just like, "Ain't no thing, baby. It's all good."
The most real clip, I think it was a TikTok of like, I think it was that like her saying that, and then it cuts to, you know, the sweaty gamer. and it's footage of somebody downing all of their fire resist potions in Skyrim.
Yeah,
and you're hearing
so good.
sound.
Oh my god. Apparently, like they're trying to like shop around Baldur's Gate 4 to a studio, but like no studio's taking it. No studio's like, "Are you insane?" We're not gonna
Larian's the
try
only
that."
one like crazy enough to do it, and now I don't even trust Larian because
Yeah.
of the CEO's willingness for AI.
Yeah. Larian also said they don't want to move. Like they said, they just feel like they just don't want to move forward with Baldur's Gate as an IP. And honestly, I think that's on. Me personally, I think because they didn't like working with WotC and Hasbro. But you know, you didn't hear that from me. But but like they said, they're just done with that franchise. So now they're trying to see like, well, what studio will do it. And everyone's like, no, are you crazy?
I mean, also people loved the previous Larian games as well. I mean, I feel like they can move
Divinity was great.
they can move out to another system and do their thing. But I also think that they said that they felt really good about where they left their characters, and that they don't want to that they feel like it'd be a cash grab to like try and do more with the
yeah,
system.
Are we sure we left Will in a good spot? You shafted him majorly.
Okay. I think Will's endings are great because he's one of the few endings where you can have a baby. It's just that, like
He's too tied to Karlach.
Wait, what's up?
He's too tied to Karlach. Like, to have a baby with him, you have to like have Karlach be dead or have the like tadpole. Like, too many of his like, endings are tied to that stuff.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but like I also like I'm so weird on Will because like I think he literally just needs like 2 or more in-depth conversations because like his missions in Act 3 are great. The Iron Throne is his mission to me. The Tomb of Ansor is his mission. He just doesn't get to talk a lot during them as opposed to everyone else who talks a lot during their mission. If he just had like 1 or 2 more in-depth conversations on those missions, it could have I think it would have felt a lot more complete. The Tomb of Ansor, I think, is it's a no-brainer of like Will's story because like Will constantly talks about like the past and the great heroes, and I think for him to go into that tomb and to only find like old grudges and a like shady history and not the solution, and then to choose to be something new is such a cool way to go about it with Will. And it's there, they just don't really talk about it and just kind of glide past. Like, I love if you make Will the Duke of Baldur's Gate, he's the one that can give the final speech to all of the troops if you like bring him into the final battle. And there's so much there that just isn't like it. Like, I don't think it's like non-existent. People say it's not highlighted like it should be. Like, I have to dig a little too far to get it, and that's been my take on Will. And like, I love Will. I have his horns for a cosplay eventually. Like, he's my darling baby boy. Me and him and Karlach are the happiest throuple in hell right now. It's so like, I just think he just needed 1 or 2 more in-depth conversations.
I don't disagree.
He deserved so much more, for sure.
Those,
like, if you look at the amount of voice lines, like, it's Astarion with the most, and then it's Shadowheart. And I think, like, Astarion has, like, 2,000 more lines than Will, I think, if you look at, like, the breakdown, give or take.
and
Don't
some
quote
of
me on
those
that, but it's a lot of lines.
some of
There's
those
a
could have
big
been given to
difference.
those in-depth conversations you were talking about.
Yeah.
I just feel like,
And like, And I'm in a weird spot because I have like some people tell me like, well, they should have just stayed with like the alpha Will where he's like kind of scummy. And I'm like, well, no, I don't like that because like the charm of Will is that he is a fairy tale prince who is like in a bad situation. I think if you give him like that, like, oh, well, he's like a scummy guy kind of, and like you kind of lose that like what makes Will feel so special. Like it's very weird.
Ooh, we have a live action Tangled. Who's playing Finn?
I think it's two unknowns, but Catherine Hahn is
of
Mother
course.
Gothel.
Of course.
And
It's Agatha all
and
along. What do you want?
all of my lesbian friends have been like screaming to the winds and joy.
Nice.
They have been losing it. Like one of my friends said, "No, she's gonna have Rapunzel on the chain, and I'm gonna lose it." I'm like, "You gotta chill out."
Raven from Titans. Who plays Raven from Titans?
I deleted that show from my mind.
Yeah, we don't talk about fuck Batman.
Dang.
Yeah.
Forgot about
I know the original voice actors are gonna be the parents in the Tangled live action, unless things changed.
Well,
I hate
For Flynn and Rapunzel, I mean.
Tegan Croft. I'm not familiar with her.
I hate to rewind, but I did want to make about Baldur's Gate 4. Speaking of pipe dreams, I mean, EA has officially completely screwed over Dragon Age. Everyone worthwhile at BioWare is no longer at BioWare. You could just like
I keep telling
telling
my friends, like, you ever think about how like the rights to Dragon Age is in like some Saudi Arabian official's like drawer right now, going like, "What the heck is this?" He's like, "The heck is this? We just wanted The Sims, dude."
Yep. But you know, you could just scoop every especially writer worth a bit of salt is gone, and you could just scoop them up and then make Baldur's Gate 4.
I just looked up Tegan Croft. I can see that casting for Rapunzel.
I do love that the hair is practical. They actually have like a makeup of like really long hair for Rapunzel, because like in a world of like CGI everything, like I get very excited when I see practical stuff. It's so cool.
I bet that's so heavy. I wonder how.
Probably.
I want the behind the scenes on how they managed to pull that off.
Like, yeah, nah. I like what was like super practical. Like that's why I love Superman too. I'm like, oh, a lot of that. I'm like, oh wow, Gunn just like filmed this stuff. He went like film that.
That's why I love Mandalorian and Grogu.
You know what would have been brilliant?
They built
if they
real
paid
working
someone.
X-wings. It's crazy.
If they paid someone to actually grow out their hair over like the span of like 5 years in like leading up to a Tangled live action.
It would need to be like 30.
Yeah,
You have to get them from like a baby.
Yeah. This is their destiny. Induct them in the Jedi Order, but instead of, you know, peacekeeping, it's you're gonna play Rapunzel.
Maybe. Who knows? How old is Tangled?
How old is Tangled?
The
movie?
Rapunzel or like the movie? The movie is like
Maybe.
10 years ish old.
Any you guys ever play Witcher 3?
Yeah.
I'm aware of it.
Specifically the DLC.
Which one?
This when you go to the storybook DLC and you find Rapunzel's tower.
Oh no, I didn't play that one.
I was curious if anyone like remembered that, guys. Someone posted that for like Tangled live action. I was like, oh, that's dark.
I've unfortunately read the Witcher book.
Aw. I thought about giving them a shot. That doesn't fill me with hope.
They are written by a man, TM. And if you can get around that, they are pretty okay. But
See,
like,
that's my issue with like a lot of like Star Wars like legend stuff. I'm like, oh, this is written by like a straight white dude.
this is
I
written
can
by a
tell.
dude. Yeah,
Like, oh my
dude,
god,
bro.
reading the first Darth Bane book and like the way
Oh my god.
the way that Githany is described, I'm like,
yeah.
my friend sent me like a thing of like every like guy writing a Sith that was a woman back then. It's like Darth Sexy walked in with her sexy darkness sexy, and then Darth Sexy did the sexy dark thing, and I'm just like,
He
this
used
is
the force to breast boobily.
yes, her force breasting boobily. And I'm like,
Yeah.
and then she was killed by the more superior male Sith. I'm like, this what?
Yeah.
Who was it? Our buddy Dave. He talks about like he gets nostalgic for the courtship of Princess Leia, but he says it like I never. He says it like he says it's one of the worst like depictions of Leia ever. That it completely assassinates.
I mean, that book kind of destroys everyone.
Damn.
I mean, Han Solo. Oh, God, it's bad. He kidnaps her against her will. Like that's a thing that happens.
How romantic.
Just like Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom, they're keeping it consistent.
We don't
What is
have
that called?
to
The
keep
King
it
Kong trope?
consistent.
What was the one? I'm reading through Plagueis for the first time, and I love being in Plagueis' mind. It's just like,
All right,
the
later,
Force
Spooky.
see ya. And he's like, the Force is dividends. I gotta make my investments because I'm a finance bro. So I invest in the credits, and the dark side brings me my return. Let's go, Brandon. I'm like, dude, this is awful. I'm like, this is
Who wrote Plagueis? That was
Lucino.
Yeah, I was Lucino. Lucino, is he using a lot of big words that you don't know?
yeah.
Lucino is a verbose author.
He loves teaching me words.
I struggled through Tarkin. Like, I forced myself to read that book for a thing I ended up not doing, to prove a point. But, like, man, it felt like I am not opposed to learning new words through the books that I read because I'm for literacy, right? Mm-hmm. But it really felt like he had to pick the most obtuse word, the most complicated word, 5 times per page.
I mean, I am guilty of thesaurus writing myself.
Mm-hmm. That's me with Big Timmy Z because
I could write Audacity or I could write perspicacity. You know, it's
that's me with Big Timmy Z. Because, he starts describing like naval battles. I'm just like,
I love it though. Timmy Zahn will tell us exactly what a volley looks like, but we don't know what any of these chists look like. We don't know if they have high cheekbones or if they're thin.
That's true. Yeah. But we do know a lot about them winglets.
Yeah.
Corpses get more description than people do in those books.
No, I was ridiculed when I was younger, and they would call me Mr. Dictionary, and I was like, that's also not accurate. But
it's my superhero name, actually. It's not an insult.
But that's just why. That's the stuff I love to read myself. But then being in sales, I just don't speak it anymore.
So for
not to.
One thing I do as a GM is that like I have a vocabulary app on my phone that gives me like a new word every day, and if I really like the word, I kind of like save it. I try to like work it into like the next game I DM because I think like I like having a big lexicon as a DM is very good because it just like it makes you sound like, oh wow, this makes me sound smart.
You don't want to get caught saying X proper.
You really don't want to describe like be world building mode and being like, and then you see brown dirt, and then a brown mountain, and then a white house. You just kind of want to like liven it up a little bit.
I will also say, as a DM, simile is your best friend. Simile is so useful as a DM, and like. The mountains rise like fingers clawing their way through a fog up to the sky, and I'm like, there you go.
I'm super into like environment based descriptors. Like my first description of my character in the Daggerheart campaign, I was like, you see sun touched and sand scarred face. I was like, I wonder if everybody gets the image. But you know, it's like Obi-Wan or Boba Fett. You know, he's scarred by the dry sands and stuff.
Mm-hmm. As the one thing I always say as a black GM, it's like I always say, you see beautiful black skin. You see beautiful black skin on this person.
And when it comes to words, you know, writing and like it's magic. I don't know if you know the Stephen King quote in his book on writing, of like writing is magic, and I'm not waxing poetic here. here you go. And he's like, there's a room and there's a cage and there's a monkey in it and there's a 2 painted on his back. And now you can see that. And I did that over time and space, you know?
True.
And word choices. I'm reading Apothecary Diary. They love taciturn in that translation. And like taciturn's such a good word because you could say, oh, he looks gruff and no nonsense. But like taciturn, like that's what that it's like. It's a very specific, like I can see the look on that person's face. I can see how they carry themselves. They're taciturn.
Nice.
Yeah. Love Apothecary Diaries.
I
love it more than anything.
I would say VGC.
You see
I see
this
that.
I had a commission?
Nice.
Very
I love it.
cute.
I would say VGC. I see you in the chat. I have never given a black NPC Killmonger hair or any of my player characters Killmonger hair.
No, but
Would you ever
Nemo
put that
says
on me?
that like unironically because that's just like the thing that they give black characters.
Yeah. I am aware.
It's so lazy.
I mean, truth be told, Bell is a favorite character from the High Republic, but they gave him.
He does not have the Killmonger. He has
No,
like
but he
the
has
tie up.
braids.
Yeah.
Braids is fine. We're talking about that Killmonger like style. Like they have, it's not braids themselves. It is having them in that exact style that Killmonger has them. That is the issue because they have that exact. It's called the Killmonger cut. Not having dreads or braids is the problem. It's that short thing he has that like all kind of like swoops over, specifically his.
Yeah.
Like Bell does not have the Killmonger cut. If Bell cut his braids a lot, he would have the Killmonger cut.
We can't cut his hair anymore.
It's the
at all.
stupid look. Where are we at? Where are we at with the panel?
I saw some Percy. Let me see. Well, I have incredible stuff still. It's the one I'm on. They're like leaking stuff out of order, or not leak, or just like posting stuff. I think Oswald the Rabbit animated series got shown.
Interesting.
Yeah, it sounds like they're doing still like Disney remakes.
Bless you.
Thank you. Apparently, Imanis Fondi said that like there's going to be a big announcement for Ahsoka tonight. Apparently, or later.
I'm sure that involves a trailer.
Oh, we have
If
a
you're
person.
If you're like three or 4 months out from premiere, for sure, a teaser trailer, if anything. They just got to Marvel. Okay. Where's our X-Men cast?
Apparently, Sadie Sink has been spotted backstage. Also, Indy Navarrete has been spotted backstage as well. And I like that. Like, oh, she would be incredible. I love Indy Navarrete, especially after Obsession. That was fantastic.
Oh
I suppose we could do a light spoiler alert for Brand New Day.
Oh yeah, crap.
I got spoiled to some stuff on Tumblr, so.
Spoilers don't ruin your experience, and that's my hot take.
light thing. That wig they put my girl Sadie in at first was awful. I don't know why they did that to her and put her in that fuck ass wig.
My girl Indy. Who?
Indy Navarrete, the girl from Obsession.
From Obsession. Yeah.
Yes, she's
Who's
fantastic.
she going to be playing then?
So there's rumors that she wants to play Mystique. That's who she wants to be in the X-Men movies going forward. But yeah, no, I don't know who else she could be. I love Indy. She's so good. I loved her in Superman and Lois.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. You know, who Indy is playing, if at all her appearance has anything to do with the Marvel panel at all.
Yeah.
I do know that there was like a recent interview with Daisy Ridley and asking her about whether or not she would be in Marvel. Which of course she's open to it, but I suppose while we wait, who do you guys
I feel like
think?
that's always a weird question to ask. But that being said, I am hitting what my heart out would be, so I will be dropping out.
All right. Well, have a good rest of your night. We'll continue here for as long as we can. May the force be with you.
Peace out.
Peace out. Oh, we got Supervision Quest. Nice. I mean, dude, James Spader's come back as Ultron. You got me sold. Age of Ultron's my favorite Avengers movie. Fight me about it.
I think that's a hot take.
Age of Ultron is is not worthy of all the hate it got. That's for sure. That's my hot take.
I don't think it was as bad as
Yeah.
people thought it was.
It is the best Avengers movie to me.
Is this a safe space for really hot takes?
Sure.
Let's hear it.
Everyone decided post that Joss Whedon was a hack. Before they knew, they were like, oh, but Firefly, and now that we know, they're like, oh, all his stuff was always bad, and I'm like, you can't do that. That's not
For
how
sure.
this works. Yeah.
You can definitely see like elements, like the thing with Natasha and Bruce was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the thing he planned for Inara in Firefly. And thank God they didn't
I heard
do that.
like
Horrifying.
the ending of Firefly was gonna suck. Yeah, but like, well, you can't pretend that I didn't hear all of you singing nothing but Firefly's praises. Like, we can't now say, oh, he was always a hack. It's like,
Oh, yeah,
I don't
no.
think so. I don't think so.
Firefly is still my favorite. Is one of my favorite television shows of all time. Like, he sucks, but like that show means so much to me, and like is like so much of what I love is storytelling. But
Bad
like,
people
Oh yeah,
make
but
good
it's all
art.
about people's post hoc, you
Yeah.
know, rationalizations. Some people like to pretend that like Harry Potter has been the worst thing ever.
I mean, there are a lot of things you can say about that franchise, to be fair, and it also, to be clear, fuck J.K. Rowling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying like post hoc, like there are instances where you can look back at stuff and being like, oh, now
Oh, yeah.
I see clearly.
I think
Some
Brennan-
of these things, but like I
Brennan-
liked Buffy, I liked Dollhouse, I liked a lot of Joss Whedon stuff, but for sure, like
I think
we're not going to
Brennan-
continue to like glaze them after all that.
Yeah. Brennan Lee Mulligan had a really cool take on Harry Potter where he talked about like, you know, there is a lot of stuff that like is very unfortunate, and yes, like F J.K. Rowling, but also like there were some aspects of it for storytelling that were just the idea that like the white supremacist or like the racist is your neighbor. It's the guy dropping off your classmate. Like, that was scary, and that was a really clever way to go about portraying your villains in that way. Like, again, like you can acknowledge good things done in media that just, you know, hasn't aged well. Like, I certainly have my guilty pleasures. Like, there's some shows I'm like, oh, this is such a product. Like, I was like when I was younger, I watched a lot of Spike TV. A lot of their content is not aged well, but I'm also just like, I am aware of it, but like I still very much enjoy it.
Yeah. How's it go, Batosai? Good to see you as well. We are running along tonight because we're kind of tracking I suppose the opening panels for D23, and I believe we just got done with or finding out that the Marvel portion has started.
We just got a Vision Quest trailer.
Yeah. Speaking of James Spader, he would be my choice for Manchun.
Really? That's really good.
Yeah, I think what he does in Blacklist, just do that.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Well,
Yeah.
I loved Blacklist.
Oh man, yeah. I'm re-binging through Person of Interest. Speaking of like things from you know,
I need to watch that.
Person of Interest. It's on Peacock. It's on Amazon. It's a J.J. Abrams like thing. It's him and his brother.
Sorry, I just saw Ultron and Vision Quest. I got very happy because I missed Ultron. I missed it so much.
And Person of Interest has Michael Emerson and main character, not like he's a villain that shows up sometimes. Very very good. Just
Was
product of
that
its time.
known, or is the internet that fast? Because I just googled Vision Quest, and the first thing is James Spader, Ultron.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, he was announced forever ago that he was coming back.
Okay.
I just thought about this. Ralph Neeson, the guy who played Galactus, would be great for Xanathar.
Oh, yeah.
You need like a booming voice for Xanathar.
You either go booming or you got to get silly with it. There's no.
Or yeah, he sounds like Dr. Doofenshmirtz, which happened in my campaign. My goldfish.
We eliminated the Xanathar and made our DM rewrite 3/4 of the campaign when we did it. Because our DM decided, oh yeah, let's let the person who works for the Xanathar Guild in the party be the keeper of the goldfish.
So what is the What is the implication with Vision Quest? Are they trying to get him back before Doomsday? Is that what?
So we don't know exactly. There was that one concept art leak that I don't know if we want to get too into because spoilers of where Vision might end up. But we from what we understand, it's like White Vision, which is Vision's original body, is trying to like understand who the original Vision was or who he was and trying to like figure out what's happening. We know that Tommy will be in it, like Speed is in it. But it's essentially it's him trying to like regather who he was and literally going on a Vision quest of like, you know, who is the Vision now, and then Ultron will be back in some way, shape, or form for what we see as well. Which I always had the theory that like Ultron backed himself up somewhere in like Vision, or like had like a stick around and like waiting and like that. But like I didn't watch the trailer yet, so like maybe we'll get more ideas. But like I'm just so happy to have James Spader back as Ultron.
Is this a movie or is this a series?
It's a series.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like the finale of this WandaVision trilogy because they kind of point it as like it goes from WandaVision to Multiverse of Madness to Agatha All Along, and then it's going to cap off with the Vision Quest as like this storyline. Which is what I've been saying the MCU needs to do like forever. Like they need to have like multiple branching storylines that have their own start and end point, so like you can like watch whatever and just follow what you want. Like I wanted like, you know, a Blade and Doctor Strange and Moon Knight to lead to the Midnight Suns collaboration, when then we could have like, and then, you know, the Hawkeye stuff and Miss Marvel could. I wanted different start and end points. Not everything builds up to the one big movie, because I thought that was the way to go. But a lot of things changed in phase 4 and 5 and 6.
That would have been a lot better of a format for just being able to watch what you want and not having to be confused and having to keep up with everything.
Speaking of pipe dreams, more Moon Knight, please.
You guys want to watch the Vision Quest trailer?
Oh, I'm down.
Sure.
I was like, Oscar Isaac's got to get cool with a lot of really messed up things really quickly before we get that.
He'd do it.
All right. let me mute the lobby music really quickly and share with the screen. I think is this. Nope. This. All right. You guys can see it? And
Yeah.
tell me if you can hear it or not.
Got you.
Before
We can
you
hear
started
it.
working here, I remember when you'd come in all the time with that redhead.
I was a different person back then.
Oh?
Literally.
Right now? Anyone waiting for you tonight?
No. Home is just me.
Is he doing his own WandaVision type of like world?
Who am I? I was an Avenger, but I'm not a hero anymore. I have his face, but not his virtue. All I have is his name.
Welcome home, Vision. This house is getting crowded, Vision.
Ultron! Human avatars only.
I cannot overstate the dangers of keeping him around.
Yes, but he is a...
Dad? Papa? Peepaw?
I'm a stranger to myself. That family wasn't real.
You sure about that?
I had a father, a machine called Vision.
Muzzle tough. It's a boy.
How is this possible?
October.
Free us all and save your son. I wish to understand my purpose.
With a genocidal maniac inside your head.
Nothing bonds a family together quite like mortal jeopardy.
So that means at the end of Age of Ultron, Vision did not destroy the last Ultron. He absorbed it. Oh, they're just making Age of Ultron better.
I think
Also,
it's
shout
kind
out to
of cool
Self-Start
that it's kind of cool that they found a way to, as I bring the stream back in here. I think it's cool that they found a way to get James Spader in there, just like
Very hairy James Spader isn't real. He can't hurt you. Very hairy James Spader. I didn't know he could grow a beard like that. That's crazy.
The new Doomsday trailer just dropped. I think I'm gonna back out at that one too, guys. I have to go. My girlfriend's probably getting very hungry. I have. Great talking to you all. Great meeting you both. But this was so cool. Have a good night, guys.
Have a good night.
I think it might be tap out time for me too soon.
Also, please follow me on the Jedi Smart. You guys seem cool. Love to interact with stuff. Jedi Smart.
It sounds like that's a cue for. I mean, obviously things are going to start dropping. People are going to start wanting to watch this stuff on their own and enjoy it. So we will take that opportunity to end things here on this episode of Dyad and the Force, going on 3 hours. Huge thank you to Justin and Brooke for rocking with us, to Malik for calling in, to Cameron, limitless_nerd on all of the socials, and of course shout out to the monsters in the chat who stayed this long. We tried our best to ride the wave of D23, but things are going to start trickling in like waterfall. And of course, we need to give everyone the rest of their nights back. So we'll end it here. If you guys have any final words, anything you want to plug or anything like that, feel free to do so. But otherwise, I think Malik already plugged his stuff. Maybe Brooke's cat has something to share.
Gigi's got lots of thoughts, but I don't do much video content anymore, but I do have a Tumblr where I post a lot of artwork and stuff, so that's Bubbling Brook Art. I'm currently doing a drawing challenge for the game of Bug Fables. I have done Star Wars art from a campaign that I was in, that if you wanted to look in my tags for that, but to keep it on brand for the theme of the stream, but that's where I'm spending most of my time nowadays.
Very nice.
I don't have anything to plug. I'm kind of a way seeker when it comes to social media. I got none of it.
Indy Naverit's rogue. Indy Naverit is rogue.
Okay.
Oh.
That'll be the last thing that we announce on this show. Thank you once again to our guests in the chats. We'll catch up with each other when everything has dropped, and we'll share our reactions. But have a good night, everyone. That's it. On to the next one.
Bye.
For Light.
Adios.
Bye.